up to the 20. And the Rams are down quickly. Here's the offense. Montana, Wendell Tyler, Roger Craig.
They want to get that ball downfield more today.
Freddie Solomon starting in place of Jerry Rice. That's a change. The big offensive line, the same. Frost is in there even with the injury starting at right guard.
He didn't practice Thursday.
He always plays on Sunday, doesn't he?
You bet he plays on Sunday.
And Russ Francis, the tight end. A 1st and 10 now from the 20-yard line. They call it the 21. Montana will find a lot of single coverage by the Rams. They're fearless. Quick outside, Craig. Backed up. Give him a yard. And here's the defense that's so tough to get a yard against. Reed, DeJournay, the veteran that knows, and Reggie Doss.
Not heralded, but tough.
How about these fellas? They're not big either.
No, they're much quicker than they are big.
Look out for Wilcher. He's a great pass rusher and a great sack man. Gary, Green, and Irvin, the best corners, I think, in football. Cromwell and Johnson have been Pro Bowls before. 2nd down and call it 10. No gain. Play action pass. Montana going deep. Everybody covered. Dumps it over the middle, and a 1st down by Russ Francis.
As you watch the play action, focus on the two linebackers, 50 and 55. Collins, see how the play action throws him? Now he wants to set and throw deep. Covered downfield. He scrambles off to his right. Eckern closes on him. Nice layoff to old Russ Francis, and he gets drilled like the secondary from the Rams can drill you, Tom.
An 11-yard gain for Francis, his 17th catch, and well picked up by Montana. That was his 2nd receiver. Back to throw, straight drop back. Montana, now he's sacked at the 30.5-yard line.
You're going to see right here, he wanted to throw the ball initially on his 5-step drop. Now watch him set up. The linemen are coming around there. He has time right there. Nice pocket. He steps up into the pocket. Coverage taking the pattern away. He didn't look to his right as there was a receiver open in the seam to his right.
The Rams this year attack for Johnny Robinson. They no longer sit back, and they'll send people when they have to. 2nd down and 12. Montana from a wide open formation. Going to dump it out on the screen left. This is Tyler, the former Ram. Breaks a tackle and gets to the 45. Johnny Johnson and Wendell Tyler mix it up, a 16-yarder.
Follow the offensive guard and tackle to the right side of your screen. Now see Ayers, number 68, it's going to be a screen. He pump fakes, he lays it out there. Now watch the block of the lineman, Ayers, right there. Nice block on Wilcher. Tyler turns it loose in the field, and you know, he hasn't had many good games against the Rams.
In fact, he's really had some awful games against the Rams since he made the move to Northern California, but a good one there. It's 1st and 10. Montana looks really cool. Ball's on the 46. He's changing the play. Montana, quick drop. Now he's going to flag it. Out of bounds and incomplete. Freddie Solomon had no chance.
Tom, I don't know why they would audible, because they never changed their front or their coverages very often back there. You know, they just line up in that 30 defense and play it, and they play basically a zone on the rundowns, and they'll change up with some man coverage in that secondary on those pass downs.
The offense for San Francisco's double on interceptions over a year ago at this time. Double on sacks, 12 against 24. And they've also fumbled and lost him 10 times. 9 out of 10 on the road. The 49ers against the NFC West. Of course, that's their division. A time called by Montana.
Reason he called timeout, Tom, the Rams substituted a nickel defense in there. The play he had called was more designed for a 30 defense, 3-down lineman, and he didn't like it, so he wants to get out of the bad play.
Here's the quarterback. He's got credentials. Bill Walsh's man has won 2 MVPs from the 2 Super Bowls, 16 and, of course, 19. There he is. He's got, you can see that little rib cage protection that he's got on under there. Those look like old-fashioned rib pads there. Montana's 2 of 3 for 27 yards in his opening drive. Denver 30, Kansas City 10. Washington beating Cleveland 14-7. Boy, they stopped a pretty good rushing game Cleveland had going. Detroit 31-21.
Hey, that's something. They're really going.
The first team to ever beat the Super Bowl teams of the year before at home in consecutive Sundays. Both of those games at home. Incredible. And the Eagles have come back from trailing 17-0 to win over Buffalo 21-17, and they go even for the year at 4-4.
Marion's got them really playing good football. Right now they're playing playoff caliber football.
Here we've got Montana with the ball at 2nd down and 10 after taking the opening kickoff. The Ram offense, which a lot of people think is dormant anyway, has not been on the field. 13:06 left in this first quarter.
49ers just aren't scoring the points in this first period that they were doing last year.
Well, we're going to follow them all day today. There's a lot of time left in this one, and these two teams really don't like one another. It's 2nd down 10. Quickly in the flat. This is Craig with running room. Forced out at the 41-yard line of Los Angeles. Newsom, the underback, forced him out.
Roger Craig is in the backfield. 22, Vince Newsom is the defensive back, and he got picked off right there by the releasing receiver. That put him a long ways behind this guy, and you don't want to give Roger Craig that much room. He's the 2nd leading receiver in the National Football League.
A 1st down. Montana moving now. A 15-yard gain to Craig from Montana. Ball's on the 39. The toss. Craig is nailed at the 38.
Great linebacker play. Now focus your attention on the linebacker standing to the right of your screen. See him right there? Bend over, crouch position. Now watch them pursue. That's the strength of this defense. Those guys attack ball carriers, and they're tough to knock off their feet. Look at them swarming. Wilcher comes in from the backside, number 54, and I'll tell you, he plants a headache on a few, I'll tell you.
And a long 2nd down call for the 49ers and Joe Montana. 2nd down and 10. Ball is on the 39. Great inside move by Tyler. To the 31-yard line. Jimmy Collins making the tackle.
The fullback on this play, more often than not, will go ahead and block this man right here. The quarterback is going to reverse pivot and give it deep. There's the fullback blocking the linebacker. Wendell went right up inside.
An 8-yard gain, bringing up 3rd down and 2. Inside move. Tyler. Looks like he may have gotten it. Boy, this is a tough team to rush against, too.
Oh, they don't give it many yards, having given up only, what, 89 yards per game, Tommy.
They just gave up a 1st down. Another one for the 49ers. Good-looking opening drive by Walsh's team. And we asked Johnny Robinson yesterday if you had to qualify the 49ers on talent, where would they be? And he said either 1, 2, or 3 in all of football for personnel.
I'll tell you one thing about coaches, though, Tom. They always think the other team has better players. That's just human nature.
Wonder how you win and lose games, right? 1st and 10, inside move, intended for Clark. And the flag is down. Leroy Irvin trying to cut off the quick post to Clark.
Nice little play action inside to freeze the backers and hold the free safety from getting over into that post pattern.
Gene Barth is our umpire while the Zebras huddle up to make sure they all are on the same page. Offsides call. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. No decision there.
There is no interference on the play, no penalty on the interference. However, the defense, number 93, was offside. There'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 5.
Cheers to Booze as a partisan Ram crowd lets him know it, but Barth made the call. Doug Reed was off.
Now you'll see here there is no pass interference as he comes in, makes a little plant move. The receiver freezes the defender, but he did not make illegal contact.
A 9-play drive, 1st down and 5 on the 24. Montana with a lot of time. Going for Rice, and it's got it. Let's see the call. I don't see the upstretched arm. Oh,
I tell you, I'm not sure on that.
Touchdown. It looked like a touchdown from here. I never saw the backfield man's arms come up.
We'll see if we can see it on the end zone. A little pump fake, a little out and go. Here he is coming down the left-hand corner of your screen. Now reach there, Jerry Rice. Number 80 reaching for it. 1 foot down. I'll tell you, it's a good call by the official.
Yep.
The left knee
Yes, sir.
was out of bounds.
He
Good
got-
call by the official.
One knee down, one knee out. You got to
Yeah.
have both feet down or both knees down. Garrett,
Another view. Now watch his one knee. One knee down. Now watch the left knee. I think it hits the line. It definitely does.
and
It
the line
definitely
is
does.
out.
Good call by the officials.
Simply an incomplete. And when your team is 3-4, as Bill Walsh knows, that's what happens. And when your team is 7-0, the way the Rams are, that's what happens.
I'll tell you, this
Second down 5.
Tommy, it's apparent they're going after him a little bit deep here early in the ballgame.
Second down 5. Everybody's out of the backfield. Montana finds Derek Harmon is upended at the 20 by Jim Collins.
This
These linebackers are really assassins.
This Jim Collins, he likes to hit you. He can explode to the ball. Now watch number 50 to the right of your screen. He's going to drop straight back, playing zone coverage right now. Montana looking to his left all the way. Fires it. Now watch the hit. Helmet across the bow, shoulders up, knees bent. Nice form, fundamental tackle.
All right, Coach, let's get inside your helmet for a moment. Inches to go, 3rd down and 1, and the Rams are not in a short yardage defense.
They play that 30 about as well as anybody.
Tyler, first down by a mile and almost broke it for a touchdown. Inside the 15.
That's the old counter dive. In fact, that's the play that Minnesota ran so efficiently in short yardage against the Rams a few weeks ago, Tom.
If the Rams had come with 7 down linemen, they'd have probably thrown the ball, or would they still have tried to run it?
I think they'd have gone for it just like they did.
Opening kickoff taken by the 49ers, and they have kept it the entire time. Under 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Handoff. Craig finds a hole. Craig inside the 5 to 4. He's scored. And a spike by Roger Craig. A 14-yard blast. You better believe it is. This is a good ball club. Even Robinson's applauding.
No, I think he's saying, guys, don't worry about it.
The Ram offense has not been on the field. 13 plays for 79 yards. And a gold ring. Where's he now kicking? Montana holding that. It's Kavanaugh holding, excuse me. It's good.
Coming right at you now, ground level. Watch the offensive center and left guard right. Here they go, going to bust right up inside. Now the nice cut back hole. Carl Ecker, number 55, couldn't get there. Look at those knees. Get him up there. Good action. Good hurdler in college. Tough to bring that guy down. Great block right here by the guard on a kick turning out in a combination with the tackle. Center doing a nice job right here. Watch it, handoff, base block. You see the center get the turn. See John Ayers, 68. Now cut back. Collins overran it. Good job by Roger Craig. Look at the knees, keep pumping. He's getting in that end zone.
Ayers, Quillen, Cross, Fawnhorst, and Paris. That is some good-looking offensive line.
There's Mr. Craig.
He's more than 210 pounds, though, isn't he? He looks to me like he's about 220.
He doesn't have an ounce of fat on him. I was in there visiting with him in the locker room Thursday. You know, this guy's averaging 6 yards a carry, and that's the best average for any running back in the NFL right now that's really ranked up there and carried the ball a number of times.
5 minutes and 8 seconds. A beautiful opening drive by the 49ers, a desperate team. There's Ron Brown, number 89, a world-class sprinter, going to take Wersching's kickoff. Brown, 3 yards deep in the end zone, is told to sit it down. Montana with a 800 number he's dialed. Here's the Rams offense. Dieter Brock, the new quarterback. Dickerson, one of the very best maybe of all time.
Those two wide receivers, Ellard and Duckworth, can make the big play, but they just haven't been getting it to him.
Bain, Hill, Smith, Irv Pankey, Jackie Slater, Dave Hill. The offensive line for the Rams has been injured, and they've been in and out of the lineup between Bain and Pankey. And, of course, Harris still not to be activated until next week.
David Hill, though, one of the better blocking tight ends. That's why they run so well to the strong side.
On offsides, Dieter Brock tried to get out and get the first offensive huddle going for the Rams, and they told the young man from Alabama, the new Rams quarterback, to go over and wait.
You know, he said to me yesterday in the locker room, you know, Coach, I'd like to open it up a little bit, but why fool around with what's really working? You know,
Yeah, when you're
if it's
7-0.
going, keep it going. Yeah.
Don't go to the bullpen unless somebody's getting base hits, huh?
That's right.
Wershing, as he always does, he takes the ball and crushes it.
Look at the strength of those kickers.
He's really some interesting guy. A free agent, one of the great acquisitions by the 49ers. Ron Brown, he's been hurt. He's had an infection of the pancreas, but he is back, and he is extremely stiff. From the 30 now, where is he kicking off? Boy, Brown's going to get a good run back at the 10. This is speed. Brown to the 34. And the local crowd, the Ram fans, finally have something to cheer about. A 30-yard return.
Well, he had a 39-yard return the only time he returned it last week, Tom. Ron Brown said, you know, Coach, it's really nice of him to let me return these kickoffs. I didn't know if he meant that facetiously or not.
If he's smart, he did. Dieter Brock, the 34-year-old rookie that won everything in Canada. There you look at Brown, the young man that Coach Dick Vermeil was talking about. 1st and 10, and we'll set this offensive bunch later on if they begin to make some substitutions. 9:35 left in the first. 7-0 San Francisco. Dieter Brock to Eric Dickerson. Just over the 35. McCall making the first tackle. Defensively, it's Stover, Michael Carter getting his first start of the year, and Dwayne Board, who's having another great year, but defensive right end.
2 former track guys there.
How about the linebackers?
Well, Milt McCall starting there. Tom in place of Todd Shell.
Okay. Keena Turner not having quite the year he had a year ago. Hicks and right, Williams and Ronnie Lott is at free safety. He's not at the left corner. That's Hicks out there. All right, 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 8. Brock finds Barry Redden at the 40-yard line. A lot of pressure was put on that time by 49ers.
Brock takes the snap right here. He wanted to throw a quick out on a short drop. See, 1-2, and he wanted to throw it quickly. 49er corners both rolled up playing double zone, and he just had to take what they gave him in a little layoff. Good job of defense, good signal call by the defensive coordinator.
The 49er defense has played well. They've got great personnel. They haven't had many interceptions, only 5 so far, and that bothers a coach something awful. That'll keep you up late at night because you really can't coach them to catch them. 3rd down and 4. Ball's on the 40. Brock is maybe changing the play. A down 4 front for San Francisco. Confusion for the Rams.
Los Angeles.
The clock ran out, and there's an argument. Looked like the 49ers were coming with that down front 4 to put some pressure on. We welcome you people who have been watching the Chicago Bears beat the Minnesota Vikings 27-9. Here it's a 7-0 lead. 49ers over the Rams. The opening kickoff was taken right down on a march. And Montana gave it to Craig, and the 49ers are on the board first. Welcome now. Brock on 3rd down and 9. Receiver is open and spins to the 45. Henry Ellard.
They blitz the defensive back right in here. You can see him coming right there. You're going to see him get a little heat on him, and he laid it off nicely, maintaining his poise. Now see him right there between the guard and tackle. No one picks him up. The running back, Eric, picks him up right there. He lays it off as quick as he possibly can. And remember, when you lay the ball off to Ellard, you're throwing it to a guy that's a great punt returner, and he can make you miss.
And they haven't been passing a lot. I'm talking about the unbeaten Rams. 1st and 10 on the 44. Brock back to Eric Dickerson, the 2nd carry. Not a lot. Over the 45 to the 47. Dwayne Board making the tackle. And welcome you people that have watched the Colts beat Green Bay 37-10.
Rod Dowhauer got those guys going today.
This is Tom Brookshire along with former coach Dick Vermeil, and here we've got the San Francisco 49ers coming in the underdog, can you believe it? Leading the Rams 7-0. Roger Craig going the distance on a short bolt with the last play of the opening kickoff. 7-0 San Francisco. 2nd down and 7, 6:28 left in the first. Beautiful day here in California. Brock with a lot of time. Now he dumps it off, and Dickerson hears the footsteps and drops the football. He heard Eric Wright coming up.
I think he actually I think he actually took his eye off the ball. Now follow Dickerson right in the middle of your screen. Now watch him. Now he wears glasses, but I don't think that's an excuse for dropping the ball. Now watch this. Now Michael Carter, his roommate, told us last night, I think we can intimidate this guy a little bit early if we get after him tough. I don't think that's the reason he dropped that. I think he just took his eye off the football.
I think you can hear number 21 coming.
Maybe. Two old defensive backs think you can intimidate everybody.
Intimidation's the name of the game. 3rd down and 7. Brock, the quarterback. Moving around that pocket. Now getting it out. To Barry Redden. He's just into San Francisco territory. Here's a young guy, doesn't get a chance to play very much for the Rams, but when he does, he usually makes it happen.
He does. And I'll tell you, I think his attitude has slipped just a little bit. I think he's thinking about getting traded and go someplace where he can play first string.
Yeah, you better not worry about that. He's going to be short of a first, and Hatcher will be back to kick, and Dana McLemore back to receive. Not one of the strong things for the defending world champion 49ers this year.
Last year at this time, Tom, they were averaging 13.1 yards a return. Right now, he's averaging 6.5, and that is really not good enough to be a world championship football team.
Hatcher doing an extremely good job. The rookie from Wake Forest punting for the Rams. This will have some ice on it. It's high. McLemore is facing the sun. He's going to get away from it. Takes a Ram bounce out of about the 11-yard line. But the 49er defense held the Rams their first shot out of the box. Young Hatcher, good rookie punter.
Yes, he is. He's got a lot of poise, Tom, a lot of poise, and he's doing a great job of hanging that ball up there. You know, he's averaging 43.2 yards, and he's getting the ball inside that 5 and 10-yard line nicely, too.
Montana now with the second possession for the 49ers, and they made good use of the first one. They got 7. Quick drop back. Boy, Montana's cool today. Francis to the 24-yard line. Look out, folks. Joe Montana has got it trimmed up.
Joe is going to drop straight back. Linebacker's going to buzz out of now. In zone coverage, you can let the linebackers. Now Francis comes across in front of him. Now watch out. You're going to get a headache. No, that big, strong guy is a little bit different than hitting those little receivers.
This is the Joe Montana. Here's the look at Russ Francis and a couple of numbers on him. But Montana looks like the complete quarterback we've seen before. It's a first down. Montana's 5 of 7 for 58 yards. Outside, Tyler to the 31.
Boy, that guy can dance around. You know, that play was designed to go up inside, and he bounced it outside.
He played for you at UCLA?
Yes, he did.
You told me once that you took him out because he fumbled, and the guy you substituted for him fumbled the first time he took the snap.
Yeah, he fumbled 5 times on national television when we were playing SC for the chance to go to the Rose Bowl. He fumbled it 5 times. I take him out, and I put in a guy that never fumbles, and he fumbled the first time he touched it.
The perils of coaching at the highest level. You were great. 2nd down and 3. Inside handoff on Craig. The quick draw. Going to be short of the first down. The final score, the Cowboys 24-10 over Atlanta as the Cowboys get it together and are making a stretch run. Welcome to Anaheim Stadium with 69,000 plus here. The San Francisco 49ers took the opening kickoff, took it down. Craig got a short touchdown run, and they've stopped the Rams on their first possession, and Montana's got the ball back. But sit back and watch a real hard-nosed game. 3rd down and 2. 49ers on a pass on 3rd down and 2. Montana going for number 24, Derek Harmon. He's still in bounds. Leroy Irvin knocks him out deep in Los Angeles territory.
Derek Harmon will be coming out of the backfield right there, and he's got one-on-one coverage with a linebacker. Now, this is a mismatch. See this? That's a mismatch, and that's an inside linebacker. The outside linebacker had dog, and you're going to see that Collins can't get over there, and finally, Leroy Irvin came off his man that he was covering man-to-man and knocked him out of bounds.
Derek Harmon, a very valuable piece of this great puzzle that Bill Walsh and the 49ers have, and a great throw by Montana. 42-yarder. 1st and 10. Montana. Inside the 20 is Dwight Clark making his first reception.
There's number 87. Now focus your attention on him right in the middle of the screen. He's going to push up, and he's going to delay, allowing a receiver to clear out. Now he goes underneath the zone and look for the ball. See, Wendell Tyler was clearing it out, number 26. Those are tough to defense when you're playing zone coverage.
And look out, you've got a very proud team, a Super Bowl team that's been humiliated, embarrassed, and they look like they've got a good-looking offensive game plan. 7 for 9 for Montana. This time it's a handoff to Tyler to near the 15.
Unbalanced line that time, Tommy. I haven't seen that in their films in preparation for this ball game. A little innovation by Coach Wall.
They used it in Super Bowl 16,
see what I mean?
Remember?
No tight end over here. He's over here with another receiver and another receiver right there. Unbalanced line. Only 2 men at the top of your screen.
When you're the defending champion and 3 and 4, you pull out all the stops. And this playbook of Walsh and Montana's is as thick as almost probably the federal court indictment record or something. It is loaded with plays, 190 in some cases. Play action pass. Montana drills it. Craig takes it just at the 10-yard line. Call it the 11. Less than 2 minutes left in the first period. A 7-0 San Francisco lead.
They wanted to go to the post pattern deep for the touchdown. Again, this is the first in 10-second situation that they've been in down there, and both times they've been in there, Tom, they've gone for the touchdown on first down. Is that clear?
Yes, I think so. San Francisco with 151 yards, the Rams with 21 and no points. 2nd down and 6. Ball's on the 11. They're in a balanced line this time. Handoff back to Craig. Going to bring up an interesting 3rd down call in the plus territory, they call it, where teams feel they must get some points. Wershing has not had a chance to kick much. He's only had 5 good field goals in 8 attempts so far this year. That's not
what he's used to, and he only needs 30 points to reach 900. You know, this guy is 12 points away from becoming the 49er all-time scorer passing Tommy Davis. And I coached a number of games against that guy. He drove us crazy.
3rd down and 4. Big play early in this game. Montana with a lot of time. Montana with a touchdown. Wendell Tyler, touchdown.
Wendell Tyler is right here. You're going to see the receiver come down here and run a short one. He's going to brush right off him for the 6-point play. It's a little pick play. Now watch Wendell coming out of the backfield. Now see the receiver freeze it right there. And he's trying to go right by him, and if anyone was chasing him man-to-man, he would pick him off. Didn't need the pick.
The 11th TD pass by Montana, a 9-yard shot. Wershing kicking out of Kavanaugh's hole. Ooh, and have they struck suddenly? 9 plays, 88 yards. It's 14-0.
Do you know me? I have one of the best-known names in China.
But still here in Peking, a lot of people don't recognize me. So I always carry the American Express card. With this, I can get great service for myself, or even service for 12.
To apply for the card, look for an application and take one.
The American Express card.
Who's gonna be at the Silver Bullet tonight? Sipping on a cold Coors Light, partying right.
Hello there.
Who's sure to make the scene on a Coors Light Halloween? Come on down to the Silver Bullet, see who beat you with the Silver Bullet.
Who was that?
I don't know, but he left this silver bullet.
There's no slowing down with the Silver Bullet tonight.
Coors Light beer.
New York, a city pushed to the edge. And now, Bronson's back.
What's the problem? Now you're gonna die.
Death Wish 3. In a world gone mad, there is only one law. His. Bronson back in New York, bringing justice to the streets. Charles Bronson. Death Wish 3. Rated R. Starts Friday, November 1st at a theater near you.
Former Ram that went to San Francisco in '83, a 9-yard touchdown reception by your old running back at UCLA.
Wendell Tyler. He made me look pretty smart a few times, Coach. Yeah.
He's tough, too.
Yeah. It's amazing how you mature from college days to pro days. Wendell Tyler right here is in the end zone after the touchdown, says a prayer. In college, he did a bump and grind on a goalpost and got me in all kinds of trouble.
The alumni came after you, huh? Ron Brown will touch it down. A great kickoff by Wergy deep into the end zone. And the Rams have yet to get untracked offensively. And the first quarter is almost gone. 14-0 San Francisco. They look like they're mad.
Oh, they are executing as well as they're capable of executing. And you know, on Thursday's practice field, Montana looked that sharp, and I made that comment to Walsh, and he said, Dick, he's looked that sharp all the time on the practice field, but we just haven't been getting it done game day.
I like the idea that they didn't want to talk to us or anybody else. They wanted just to play this game and get people off their backs.
Yeah.
You know, they used to be very available. 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Dieter Brock and the Rams struggling a little bit. Outside pattern, dropped by Ellard. Coming up quickly was Dwight Hicks, but Ellard was open and just dropped it.
He doesn't drop many either. You're going to see Henry Ellard right there in the middle of your screen, number 80, turning out. More often than not, when they drop this kind of ball, they take their eye off the ball. And it looked like to me from here that he turned his helmet away from the reception point.
5 TDs, 7 interceptions for Dieter Brock. But he's learning this. He's been in Canada for 11 years, and this is a new game down here, and it's bigger and stronger.
4 down linemen, Tommy.
Second down and 10. Dickerson nailed at the 20. Last year, he had 2,105 yards. But as you know, he had a holdout of 46 days when he was sort of renegotiating a lifetime contract, probably a deferred contract. When he came back, he was sensational against Seattle, over 100 yards, but he's had a few bumps and bruises. He's not quite ready to go.
You know what? John Robinson just said he's forcing it. He's trying to get the big run every play.
The end of one. San Francisco 14, Los Angeles nothing.
Some of you are being asked to choose a long-distance phone company. If you don't choose, someone's going to choose for you, and you know how that could make you feel. So if AT&T's clear long-distance connections and full services are important to you, send in your ballot. AT&T Long Distance, for over 100 years. When you reached out, we were there. And you can keep it that way by making the choice yourself.
If you're looking for more in family transportation, say goodbye to the big, bulky station wagon. Now say hello to the 1986 Toyota Wonder Wagon. It has more room than any other wagon or small van. Gets more miles per gallon than any other full-size wagon, and no small van has more standard horsepower. You can get 2 sunroofs, captain's chairs, and an ice maker. The Toyota Wonder Wagon. Who could ask for anything more?
Toyota. Since the beginning, man has been looking for new ways to make flying easy. Finally, we found it. AirCal single call service and the American Express card. With just one call to AirCal, you can confirm the most convenient flight available, even if it's on another airline. And with the American Express card, you can purchase your ticket. The American Express card and AirCal. We make flying easy.
Hi, everyone. We're sort of the odd couple in the booth for CBS. I'm a former player, Tom Brookshire, and Dick Vermeil's a former Super Bowl coach. Year after you won the Super Bowl 80, or you went to the Super Bowl in 80, was there a lot of pressure on you? Is that what Walsh is feeling now with the whole 49ers?
Tom, you try very hard to please everybody, and you just can't do that. Plus, coming out of a Super Bowl, you ought to be on the other team's payroll because you motivate that football team every week, and they play better against you than they have the week prior to your ball game.
And the 49ers are on the road where they like to play anyway to get away from sometimes the local media or whatever, and they lead 14-0. Dieter Brock from the 20, 3rd down and 10. Starting the second quarter, he dumps it off. In and out of the hands of Tony Hunter.
I think that ball was tipped. I think the ball was tipped, and Dieter Brock has a low delivery, Tom, and he gets more balls batted down, I think, than the normal quarterback. Let's see if we can see that. Now, see Dieter Brock right there in the middle of your screen. Now, see if the ball's tipped right there. Yes, right there. Fred Dean, number 74, bats that ball away, and that is part of the defensive game plan, an emphasis on the field all week to get the hands up when he throws.
The Rams very tentative on offense. They only had 1 first down in the first quarter. 49ers had 10. Here's Hatcher punting. Oh, this is a good kick.
That is
McLemore is waiting at the 34. McLemore gets to the 37-yard line, and Montana's got the football again. It's 14-0.
If you're waiting to buy a personal computer, you may have questions about power, expandability, and dollars and cents. For the complete answer, take a close look at IBM. An IBM PC runs thousands of programs, expands easily, and prices are better than ever. So don't wait. Once you take the first step, the rest come easy. IBM Personal Computers.
You probably already know that beer is made from barley. Well, this is what it looks like. Now, most brewers buy their barley. One's different. One brewer grows all its own barley, and has for over 40 years. Now, why is that? I mean, why not just buy the barley? Hey, barley's barley, isn't it?
Who's got a truck that can do a ton of work? Toyota is who. Who's got the most payload of any small truck? Toyota is who. Who's got power? Who's got an electronically fuel-injected engine? And who's got a towing option that can handle 2.5 tons? Toyota is who. A 1986 Toyota 1-ton. And who else? Nobody.
Who could ask for anything more? Toyota.
Wednesday.
Anything moves, wasted.
McCall. His son. A teenage girl. A deadly shootout.
Got some work to do.
The Equalizer.
Robinson in his third year, he won 9 the first year, won 10 last year, lost the playoff to the Giants. And Bill Walsh, 2 Super Bowls. He's the president of the San Francisco 49ers, and they are longtime friends and now they're opponents. 1st and 10, Montana. He's got time. Good looking throw, and a good catch by
contact
Francis.
downfield.
A flag is down on the far side of the field in front of the 49er bench at about the 50. Francis made a good diving catch. He's now limping off, though. Boy, Montana's got good touch today.
I think there was illegal contact by Gary Green. Illegal chuck downfield, number 27.
That's beyond 5 yards. You can take one good shot inside of 5, and then you're off, right?
Yes. Got to lay off.
Gene Barth.
Illegal contact. 27 defense, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
You'll see it right here. Now see the defender at the top of your screen. Now it's a little hook and go. He was going to try to hook and go, and he gives him the shot right there because he knew he was coming forward. He was going to get beat.
Defensive backs are taught that if you come up on a hook and it becomes a go, you've got to give yourself up and bang him, huh?
Take the penalty.
Gary Green, one of the best, a Pro Bowler, obtained from Kansas City by the Rams. Well, that time Rice was gone. 1st and 10 handoff to drive. Wendell Tyler somehow gets to the 45. Dragging Doug Reed along with him.
Doug Reed did a nice job. He got good penetration underneath Keith Bonhorst, number 71, and didn't let Wendell get his motor running right there. He made him make a drastic cut prior to getting to the line of scrimmage.
Now, one of the main things that the Rams have done on defense is not let people get on the board early. No. The 49ers, conversely, haven't scored well in the first quarter this year, have they?
They're plus 8 points in the first quarter, but in contrast to what they've done in the past. You know.
2nd down and 8. 13:46 left before half. Montana goes up for it, and Clark can't get to it. Closely covered by Leroy Irvin. There's a flag down on the far side of the field at the 45.
A little trap pass action there, and that really frees those linebackers.
Defensive holding. 2 penalties in a row on the Rams.
Holding, 58 defense, 5-yard penalty, and a 1st down.
John saying, I can't believe this.
Does that mean you're losing your cool a little bit and being desperate or anything?
He does not lose his cool. He really maintains his poise better than most coaches do. We all lose our poise from time to time.
I don't mean the coach losing, but how about the players? Because it seems like they've made 2 penalties in a row.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, I misunderstood.
1st and 10 right at midfield. Montana handing off. It's a reverse. Solomon's going to throw a pass and hits number 86, John Frank, who had to climb a ladder and then was really wrapped by Johnny Johnson.
They start a sweep, handing the ball off. Now watch, they're going to handle the ball to Wendell Tyler. running back. See it right here, 26. He's moving to his left. Here comes the reverse exchange right there. Now, Freddie Solomon should have kept going. I saw him run this on the practice field. He's looking for the tight end crossing. There's the tight end going up after the ball, John Frank. Couldn't get it. Come on, Solomon. He was a quarterback in college. He should be able to throw better than that.
But he knows better to throw it high like that. He wouldn't catch one like that himself. Second down and 10. Good-looking trick play, though. Craig into L.A. territory to the 44.5-yard line with a dive. Remember, that 3-4 record is not to be believed. The Rams knew it was going to be a dogfight today.
Yeah, there you have a defensive. No, that's an offensive line coach, Hudson Houck, talking to the offensive lineman. You see Jackie Slater, 7'8", and he's discussing, guys, this is what we have to do against that change-up four-man front they're using on second down.
Let's get rambunctious. The best start. 69, the Rams went 11-0 under Coach George Allen. And in 78, they were 7-0 under Malavasi. But I'll tell you, the 49ers right now have taken the ball and just held on to it. Third down and 4. Looks like a late snap, and the flags are down. Let's see what happens. Craig drops the ball. Looking back into the sun, Roger Craig may have looked right into the sun trying to catch that one. Looked like somebody moved and the ball wasn't snapped.
Illegal motion, 34 offense, penalty refused, 4th down.
Derek Harmon.
That's 24. Did he say 34?
24. He said 34, but
see, those officials do make a mistake from time to time, you know.
We catch them every time they do. That's the good news.
I'd love to sit up here and catch them on a mistake. You know?
4th down and 4 on the 44, and of course the punter is Maxie Runninger. A little bit of a low snap. Going for the corner. And he has the corner.
Nice
good punt by Runninger. It's 14-0 with 12:51 left before halftime.
The #1 ranked Iowa Hawkeyes, the 9th ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. A crucial Big Ten meeting next Saturday on CBS Sports.
It's great for kids to be in the NFL Super Pro Club, right, Eric? Right, John, and your kids can join us. Hey, there's an NFL Super Pro. Welcome to the club. Every Super Pro member gets an ID card from their favorite team.
Wow.
This Super Pro membership certificate.
Gee.
And their team decal.
Wow.
And a team calendar with action photos of their favorite stars. The NFL Fun Book and newsletters full of inside information. And this standing board to track their favorite teams to the Super Bowl. Right, Eric? Oh, yeah?
Oh.
It's all worth much more than the $7.50 membership fee. And it's easy to join. Send name, address, name of favorite team, and $7.50 membership fee to NFL Super Pro Club, Post Box 9000, Trenton, New Jersey, 08650.
And your kids can join us.
This message furnished by the National Football League.
IBM and the growing family of IBM personal computers.
San Francisco 14, Los Angeles nothing with 12:51 left before half. A touchdown run by Craig, a touchdown pass by Montana to Tyler. And look at this punt by Runninger on the 3.5-yard line. The Rams starting on their own 3.5 in the I formation. 1st and 10. Dickerson to maybe the 5, but the 49ers are willing.
Right here, Ricky Ellison is going to make a real nice play. Now watch him attack the running play. Here he is. Now watch him just attack. Number 50. Look him get up in there, take on the fullback, number 30, Redden. He gets up there and stuffs it. Everybody else rallies to help out. Ricky Ellison.
He told us yesterday when we talked with him that you can't slide along behind and tackle the Rams. You got to go into the hole and fill it. Huh?
You better go after him, he said.
2nd down and 9. Give the great Eric Dickerson 1 yard. Moved by Barry Redden. Maybe a couple.
Here they are in 3 down linemen right here in their 30 defense with the 4 linebackers right here. They've been changing up. If you can read that, fans, they've been changing up on 2nd down and going to what they call a Navajo 4 down lineman. They didn't do it that time. Look at that Stuckey, number 79, who is waived and brought back, and is back in there playing football.
The defensive line has been sort of hobbled with injuries. Tuiasa Sopo has a bad ankle. Looks like they're playing inspired football today. San Francisco 14, Rams nothing.
Just when you thought you'd missed out on low finance rates, Chevrolet announces new low 8.8% financing on some of our most popular new Chevys with manual transmissions. Save up to $1,070 in finance charges on Chevy Cavalier, $1,570 on Chevy Camaro, $910 on Chevy Chevette. This is a limited time offer, so hurry. Get low 8.8% financing. You can save on finance charges through November 20th. See your Chevy dealer now.
It's a Radio Shack Merry Christmas.
Honey, this is just like the PC I have at the office.
The PC-compatible Tandy 1000, just $9.99, with a Christmas bonus color monitor. Save $300.
So,
as soon as I finish our budget, sweetheart.
Budget?
It comes with its own software
My report's due tomorrow, Dad.
and has plenty of home uses.
Don't stay too late at the office, dear.
The Tandy 1000 with color monitor Christmas bonus, only at Radio Shack.
Sometimes getting car financing turns out to be one long hassle.
What kind of car did you have in mind?
A Fiero.
Oh, an Italian car.
It's a Pontiac from General Motors.
They make Chevrolets, Oldsmobiles, Buicks, Cadillacs.
GMC trucks.
This is none of my business, but those are not Italian cars.
Make it easy on yourself. Finance your car or truck right at your GM dealer with GMAC.
You understand, we do have to know what you want to do with all these cars.
Nobody knows more about financing and leasing cars than GMAC.
Thursday, Magnum's past catches up to him.
Maybe you shouldn't have come home.
Rekindling old memories, renewing old feuds, and opening old wounds. A very special Magnum.
Offensive right tackle Jackie Slater, the Pro Bowler. They're working on his lower leg. And Bill Bain has had to move to right tackle for L.A. Slayton, a young man, has moved to left guard, and Pankey's now at right guard. And it's 3rd down and 6. Dieter Brock from the 1-yard line. Wide open receiver is Duckworth. A first down out to the 24.5-yard line. Wide open, he just cut off the route and waited for the ball.
That must have been a broken pattern. I think Duckworth comes right out of the slot here. Let's take a look. I'm not sure on this, Tom, but it looked like a broken coverage. No, it's Duckworth's on the outside of the slot. The slot man pulled the corner deep. 49ers were in a zone, and they couldn't get back out to Duckworth. I didn't see where they lined him up.
Looked like he just went where there was nobody and pulled it up and took the 17-yard area. 1st and 10. First offense, really, of the day for the Rams. Brock rolling left. Hits Redden. Redden maybe gets 3 yards. Tina Turner was right there.
They wanted to go deep over to the split receiver, Henry Ellard, but I'll tell you this, Eric Wright had him covered like a blanket.
Tell me about Brock. He's 6 feet, 195 pounds. Nobody wanted him at Auburn. He played behind Sullivan. Then he went to Jacksonville State. Nobody wanted him with the WFL, so he goes to Canada. Plays 11 great years up there, and I'd never heard of him.
Well, I think the thing that impresses me most about him is his poise in the pocket under pressure. He just bounces around.
He's a good guy, and he's a solid citizen, and I think he'll fit with Dickerson. 2nd down and 7. Brock. He's being rushed and gets it off. A good pass to Hill. Hill breaks 1 tackle. Gets over the 40. Hits hard at the 43-yard line by Michael Walter. What a play by Brock and David Hill.
Michael Carter, along with this other defensive lineman here, run a cross stunt. These 2 people right here cross, and I don't know if that telestrator was working that time. It drew on mine, but it didn't. I don't know if you saw it. You can see it was a nice cross charge by Michael Carter. Now you're laying it off to a tight end. It weighs 260 pounds, and he's running like a 220-pound tight end.
A 15-yarder, and Brock really stands in the pocket. He is very stable in there. He doesn't get jitterbugs too. The toss back to Dickerson. He's nailed at the 40-yard line, a loss of 2. Milt McCall up quickly on the run. Dickerson not having any room to run at all.
David Hill, the tight end, must have been tired from that last reception because he dove out and fundamentally missed his block on Milt McCall. Just dove right out on the ground, belly flopped.
Eric Dickerson, 5 carries, 3 yards. The 49ers have come to play. Jackie Slater having the shoe and all taped from the outside on that left foot. He's one of the great tackles around, and I told you earlier, that's where the Rams have been hurting this year. Second down and 13. Brock being chased. Dumps it out. Dickerson at the 40. Ellison rides him down after maybe a yard gain.
Real good pressure from Carr to the defensive tackles covering the guard. C95 jumped to the outside. He's coming around behind the quarterback, forces him to step up. He was being tackled by the offensive guard. Nice tackle by Ricky Ellison, moving inside out in pursuit.
49ers are disguising their defenses, and they're knowing that the Rams are makeshift up front, so they're doing a little bit more gadgets than ever, maybe.
When you stunt those people against offensive linemen that have to fill in new positions, that's really tough.
I like it, Coach. Third down and 10. Brock with one back behind him, and that's Dickerson. Third down and 10. He's got time. Underthrows it. It looked like his arm might have been hit, or the ball was hit.
I think the ball was tapped and popped up in the air. I don't know for sure, but it looked that way.
He's only 6 feet tall, and he's in a big forest in there.
That isn't his problem. Now watch the stunt of the defensive lineman. They're going to get some heat on him. Now here comes a linebacker, 54, Ron Ferrari. He's picked up. Now the delivery is very low. See how low that is? And it was tapped again by Fred Dean, number 74. That's the second ball that he's tapped today.
Dale Hatcher back to punt to Dana McLemore. McLemore, who broke the punt all the way against the Giants a year ago, has not done so this year. Let's see what happens. A high
Beautiful
kick by Hatcher. McLemore. Fair catches at the 12. A hang time of 5:05. 14-0 San Francisco.
Out on the town, flying around, pizzas disappear. Now you're talking Friday night. Now you're talking beer. Now you're talking good times, and Stroh's is spoken here.
Stroh Light, smooth, refreshing, less filling.
Now you're talking Stroh's. Now you're talking beer. Now you're talking good times, and Stroh's is spoken here.
You're really on the move, all over the West. So you need a bank that can keep pace with you, while only First Interstate can cash its customers' personal checks all over the West. So come to First Interstate. We're not just keeping pace, we're setting the pace.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till you're gonna need somebody to lean on.
When you need a truck to lean on, nothing works like a Chevy truck.
In their first meeting, the Chicago Bears steamrolled their bitter rival. The rematch is set for Green Bay next Sunday on CBS Sports.
Tom Brookshire and Dick Vermeil at Anaheim Stadium. We're looking at Fred Dean, who was called the lean, mean machine. Fred Dean, the sacking machine. But so far this year, no sacks. But he's trying to have a big day. He's already blocked one pass. First and 10, Montana off one leg, throws it, and Craig drops it. Now look the way those shadows are. Again, that end of the field, you do look right back into a low sun.
You can see the shadows, but I still believe that he took his eye off the football again. A fundamental breakdown, as simple as that sounds. See that? He turned his head. He was going to become a running back. Look at Joe saying, hey, I'm trying to have a great day. Catch that thing.
And Joe has had great days in the past against the Rams, and he's having one already today. Great drop back. Blitz is on, but it's Craig on the outside. Craig breaks the tackles. Look out. He's a sprinter from Nebraska. Leroy Irvin has the angle and knocks him out at around the 15-yard line. Roger Craig runs for daylight. 73 yards.
Follow number 51, the right guard, as he leads your screen to the right side. Now watch a block right there, a knockdown. Now look at the high knee action. He lifts him up through the crowd. And now this guy, you remember, he was a college hurdler. He can fly. Nolan Cromwell's trying to get after him. Here comes Leroy and puts him out of bounds. Leroy Irvin, number 47.
This young man ran a 9.600 at Nebraska. He is very swift. As we've said, he does about everything with the ball and did last year for Bill Walsh.
A great block by Randy Cross, number 51, showing why he is in the Pro Bowl each year.
The unbeaten Rams hanging on now, trailing 14-0 in the second quarter. Toss back to Wendell Tyler. Tyler over the 15 to the 13.
You know, this kind of offense, Tom, can shake the defense and break their confidence early. You know, they've been playing such great defense. Nobody's picked them like the 49ers are doing right now. And it can shake your confidence.
And when you're on the unbeaten bubble, so to speak, anything can sort of trigger a lot of awful things to happen.
Yeah, and the pressure gets tighter each week. I was here in 1969 when we went 11-0 with the Rams. And each game you played, you just got a little tighter.
That was before my time, but I'll take your word for it.
Don't give me that stuff.
8:23 before halftime. Montana, quick dash right, sets up. He gets it somehow to Freddie Solomon.
Can you believe that? Gets it somehow was a great statement.
Went through the jersey of the Ram.
He's going to come straight back, not trying to fool anybody. See, coming straight out there, just a little slight roll. He wants to hit. They had a little out and in pattern. He looks in downfield. Now he lays it off. And look how close this is being deflected. When it's going right, it's going right. Now watch the cross pattern. Now see him stick out there. Number 88, Solomon, going out there. They're playing zone coverage. Now look at that. Oh, Cromwell almost flicked it away. But when you're hot, you're hot.
And close coverage didn't stop the completion. Montana's 11 of 15 for 198. Montana, the three-step drop, going for a touchdown. Open. Dwight Clark. The 49ers have invaded Anaheim. An 8-yard touchdown. The people that came down from the Bay Area and the coach that brought him down.
Now watch Clark start the slant move. Now give him the slant move. Now watch him come back down the corner. And Leroy Irvin was looking into the quarterback and not concentrating on the receiver. Therefore, he got beat. Down there, man to man, Tom, you remember from your days, you've got to concentrate on the receiver.
At least keep the outside edge so if they do run corner, you can get back. Werzy's kick out of Kavanaugh's hole is good. 88 yards in 5 plays. The big one, a 73-yard burst by Roger Craig. There's a flag down.
Got a personal foul, number 53 on a leg whip. 15-yard penalty, will re-kick from the 17.
53 on a leg whip. That's Milt McCall, the young linebacker. I thought that's the way people block most of the time, but on the extra point, it means that Wershe will have a semi-long wedge shot here. Montana, again.
He's talking to Paul Hackett up here in the booth next to us. And Paul Hackett, the fine young quarterback coach. Bill Walsh thinks a lot of this guy.
Wershe has made 132 in a row. Let's see if he gets it. He got it. San Francisco 21, Los Angeles nothing.
Giving that extra effort makes winners be all you can be. Sponsored by the U.S. Army. Number 34, George Wansley of the Indianapolis Colts, is a study in hard work and perseverance. Wansley carried the football only 37 times in his rookie season. But in 1985, the second-year running back got a chance to start. Now he consistently carries defenders with him in stubborn pursuit of the goal line. By striving to achieve a starting role and then exerting extra effort to hold on to it, George Wansley has become the best he can be.
Technology is taking over the world. You can keep up with it, or you're going to be left behind. That's why I joined the Army.
From microchip circuitry to laser technology, the world's largest school for high-tech skills is the Army.
Bravo, go active. Bravo, lock, 05.
Be all that you can be.
I don't intend to get left behind.
Find your future in the Army.
Here was that great play, the quick swing pass.
Roger Craig right here swings out of the backfield to his right. Both guards cross and airs right here, going underneath Randy gets the kick out, Ayers gets the lead upfield, and then he pops it right between them. Take a look at this well-executed fast screen pattern. Now watch, see both guards follow them. Now watch Randy cross the lead guard. He gets a knockdown. John Ayers gets a nice block. That's Mel Owens, 58, going to the ground. Greg Meisner working inside out. Really well-executed screen.
Pressure put on by one of the great defensive teams, and Johnny Robinson knew that Montana just simply anticipated what the defense was and took advantage of it. There's Clark with his touchdown catch. 8 TD passes allowed this year by the Rams, and San Francisco has 2 already today. That's amazing. 5 plays, 88 yards. The kickoff by Wergy. Ronnie Brown, 3 yards deep in the end zone. He's going to run it out. Getting to the outside. The sprinter falls down as the flags fly. About the 24.5-yard line. Flag is down, and it looks like it's going to be against the Rams.
And holding on number 33 during the run back. 10-yard penalty puts the ball on the 7-yard line.
Don't forget, next Saturday on CBS, college football. The #1 Iowa Hawkeyes and their great quarterback Long against the team that you did the game last week, Ohio State, huh? The Buckeyes.
And they were impressive. They had a little trouble playing fast defense, but I'll tell you, they were a very physical football team. Big tackles, 280 pounds, you know, big giants.
They beat Minnesota in a great college game on CBS yesterday, 23-19. Iowa beat Northwestern, Irv Cross's school, 49-10. 1st and 10 drop. Brock dumps it off the hill. Just short of the 20-yard line. Ricky Ellison making the tackle there. Brock is staying cool, but a 21-0 deficit before halftime is not what most people came to see here today. 7 minutes. What a shock. And I'll tell you, the 49ers took the opening kickoff and just took it down and got the touchdown.
And they haven't been doing a good job of that, Tom, and that shows that the offense has got their motor running and the execution is super.
I think they're a little embarrassed, don't you think? 1st and 10 for Brock. Good pass, and he misses Hunter coming down the middle of a formation from the left side. This fella has a tremendously strong arm.
Very strong. He can throw the ball, they say, about 90 yards, believe it or not, in the air. But it doesn't matter how strong it is if it doesn't get to the point the receiver's running the route.
And, of course, he's throwing against a defensive club that has been to the Super Bowl and back again. New England, 32. Tampa Bay, 14. Seattle, losing to the Jets, 17-14. Houston, 20. St. Louis, 10. What happened to the Cardinals offense? 2nd down and 10 for Brock. Dickerson is the only back remaining. Now he gets the pass. Dickerson is tackled at the 20.5-yard line, just over the 20. Carlton Williamson came up.
He didn't want to lay the ball off. Now you're going to see in the middle of your screen the quarterback going off. He's going to look downfield. See him looking downfield? Now he's going to lay it off late as he sees Dean 74 getting in there. Now real nice form tackle right here. See that? Head up, shoulders straight, knees bent. Nice job by Mr. Carlton Williamson, number 27. This guy can really separate you from the football when he needs it.
And that's a tough open field tackle on Dickerson, who at 225 is like a 9-4 sprinter. 3rd down and 9. Brock can't get the Rams on the board at all so far. He's dancing. Out in the flat. 1st down catch and out of bounds by Bobby Duckworth. Well, they obtained 82 from San Diego, and you got to wonder how good the receivers are down south. They must really be good.
I think there was offensive holding. I saw it on the left side. I think they called it on the right side. Fred Dean, that offensive left tackle, just about tore his neck off him.
Again, the offensive line for the Rams.
87 offense, holding, will replay the down.
Tony Hunter, the tight end obtained from Buffalo, is the culprit, but that offensive line is injured and it's patchwork.
At the bottom of your frame, you're going to see the hold. Ball will be snapped. Now see number 76, Wayne Board right there working. Now watch the 87 working on him. That's a mismatch. He's got to see the left arm around him. Can't do that in this game. I wonder why a tight end is blocking a defensive end.
Trying to help out as best he can. 3rd down and 19. Brock standing in that pocket. He can run, but he won't. Now he throws across the field wide open. Number 88. That's Michael Young. Their flags are down again. Young did
Kent
get
Hill.
into San Francisco territory. The flags are down. They're trying to block that four-man rush, and the 49ers had their ears laid back with a 21-0 lead.
Kent Hill, number 72, I think was
We have
downfield.
multiple fouls against the offense. Number 72, ineligible, was downfield, but the quarterback threw the ball from beyond the line of scrimmage. That's loss of 5 and loss of down. It'll be 4th down.
Illegal forward pass by Brock, and Kent Hill, the offensive guard, was downfield. Sometimes everything begins to fall apart and self-destruct.
Follow the quarterback. He's going straight back. Great poise here in the pocket. Look at this. He knows, hey, look at the nice poise. Now he regathers himself right there, looking to throw the ball. There he crossed the line of scrimmage as he crossed the 10. Can't do that in this league. Probably can't do it in Canada either.
You can try it in Canada, right? First, of course, you lose the play and, of course, the pass, too. Hatcher is kicking from deep in his own end zone. McLemore standing at the Ram 48-yard line. Good field position for the 49ers. A low kick. McLemore on the run. Ooh! Fumbles the ball. And the Rams have recovered at the 37. Jerry Gray, the number 1 draft, pays off.
Take a look at this one. I wouldn't want to try to field that. Wow, what a hit. Jerry Gray, number 25, number 1 pick from the University of Texas. A communication major, and I'll tell you, he made communication there. Holy mackerel. Hey, and they do have excellent special teams here in the Los Angeles area.
What a shot by Gray.
Oh,
Brady made the recovery. And, you know, if he had known where he was, he might have had a touchdown out of it. Good play by the young DB in his first year. First and 10. Dickerson, the only back. Dickerson gets it on the misdirection. Anthony Dickerson over the 40. To the 45.
Watch the 2 big linemen on the right side of your screen pull. Look at that, 275, 315 pounds, nice block. He turns it up inside, lifts the legs up. Now it's one-on-one with a defensive back. Right there, Dwight Hicks, number 22, gets him down.
Last year, a 5.6 rushing average. That sounds like passing stat. A 21-yard burst, and Dickerson suddenly, his numbers begin to add up. First and 10 on the 45 of San Francisco. Misdirection fake, and Brock gets it outside to Ellard on the screen. Looks like the Ram offense has got a tempo.
Follow the big guard right here now as you see him fake a pass and then come out here and be involved in your screen. See, now this looks like a run all the way. See that? Now see the other guys coming this way. They have guys going left, right, upside down, and backwards on that one.
And it was the motion man that ended up getting the screen. A pretty intricate, sophisticated little play.
Timeout. San Francisco's second timeout.
San Francisco burns their second timeout. But guess what they have? A lead of 21-0.
Today, Chevrolet is merging a world of ideas for you.
It's coming now to the USA.
The fun awaits for you today.
Come and be a part of it all.
Today, Chevrolet is like an international auto show. Imported and American-built small cars, wagons, hatchbacks, convertibles, 3-, 4-, or 6-cylinder power. Nobody nowhere has more kinds of small cars than your Chevy dealer's international auto show.
Drive today, Chevy. Live today, Chevy. Chevy.
For a limited time, Wendy's breakfast is yours for a song.
Only Wendy's.
Wendy's French toast is now 99 cents.
Only Wendy's.
99 cents for a scrambled egg platter, too.
Only Wendy's and Wendy's alone.
Our breakfast sandwich, 99 cents. Wendy's breakfast, yours for a song.
For only you. Barbecues and cowboy shoes, guitars and high gear. Now you're talking country, now you're talking beer. Now you're talking good times and strolls are spoken here.
Stroh's, fire brewed for smooth, consistent taste.
Now you're talking Stroh's. Now you're talking beer. Now you're talking good times, and Stroh's is spoken here.
John Robinson, who believes the running game makes you tougher and makes your team tougher. And of course, boy, he had some great years at USC before taking over this team 2 years ago. Brock is now 10 of 16 for 76 yards, and number 5 looks like he sort of has a feel for the 49ers defense. It's the first time he's ever seen it, you know. Second down. And 2. Through Hill's hands. Incomplete. I just thought about what I said was rather profound. That is the first time that Brock has really seen the 49ers play their defenses, and they do come at you from a million different coverages.
Plus, I believe, Tom, the 49ers are incorporating a little package that they haven't used prior to this ball game, and that can cause everybody some problems.
Brock used to 12 men up in Canada. Down here, you got to play with 11. Third down and 2. Short yardage offense. Dickerson. It's close, but I think he has it, did he?
No, I don't think so.
Upended by Ricky Ellison, the leading tackler for the 49ers.
You know, on that short yardage formation, who was playing left tight end? Bill Bain at 315 pounds. How'd you be like a linebacker and see him line up in front of you?
How'd you like it if they threw it to Bain and you had to try to tackle it? Hey, Johnny Robinson now worrying about this measurement. Let's just see what happens on this. Timeout. No mistakes here. When you're 7-0 and trailing 21-0, you want to keep that ball. Rams will have 1 timeout left. How about the story he told us that one day he and Bill Walsh were sitting in the stands watching the Raiders and Cincinnati play a pro game, thinking they would never be a head coach anywhere. They were just assistants forever.
Crying on each other's shoulders. Now here they are in the National Football League coaching against each other, both very fine coaches, and Walsh, of course, getting his opportunity sooner, but John has not embarrassed himself in any way, himself.
That's for sure. In '79, he was the coach of the year, and he's had a couple of players at the Maxwell Award winners, like a little guy named Marcus Allen.
Yeah, Charles White.
And both won the Heisman and the Maxwell Award, so he's used to great running backs, and he just happened to draft a fellow named Eric Dickerson a couple of years ago. They traded Houston out of that.
You know, talking about Walsh and John Robinson, that was a real good vintage period in the state of California for coaches, because also with John Madden in that area.
You were in that group,
I was younger than those guys, quite a bit younger, you know, really. But it was a group of guys that we'd see each other at clinics all up and down the state, taking notes, you know, trying to be the smart guy and find a way to win. But we were talking about this yesterday, and it's great to see people go ahead and succeed because of their efforts in the past.
And none of the people you mentioned have ever gotten double parked, too. All right, it's 4th down and about a foot. And Dickerson is still in there, and so is Redden. Brock, he has it. Hit right off the right side behind Pankey. And Slater, who's one of the good drive blockers in the National Football League. I tell you, Dieter Brock is a gamer. I believe he's going to hang around.
Bill doesn't react emotionally very often in football games, and that's probably about as mad as you're going to see him.
A first down means a lot to Los Angeles right now. They trail 21-0. 2:42 left before half. Brock on 1st and 10. He's being rushed out of the pocket. And is tackled. Is that a fumble? He got it. Let's see, the 49ers got it. Walter came through and forced the fumble by Brock. Recovered on the 40. Ellison with the recovery.
It's obvious that Brock doesn't really want to, Right here, you're going to see Mr. Walter coming in. He was a draft pick of the Dallas Cowboys originally. Should have been picked up right there. No, didn't get him. He's chasing him. He's got him. Causes the fumble.
And the arm was not coming forward. It was a fumble. The fake draw by Montana. Right back to work. Francis short of the 50. Boy, Montana, to me, looks extremely sharp, like he did against the Los Angeles Raiders earlier in the year.
I think his concentration is just super right now, and it must have been all week in preparation. You don't turn concentration in turn it on Sunday. You concentrate all week in preparation. They must have had a great week.
Rams having a lot of trouble with San Francisco. Montana takes advantage of the 2-minute warning to talk to Bill Walsh. We'll be back in just a moment. It's 21-0.
Yes, the telltale sign of high-quality Owens Corning building products.
Products like attic blanket insulation to help you save on home heating and cooling costs. Long-lasting Owens Corning roof shingles with a heart of pink fiberglass. And easy-to-install fiberglass ceiling panels.
Unbeatable, as you can plainly see.
Owens Corning. Our building products put your house in the pink.
Now, another way to spell relief. Use sodium-free Rolaids. Like regular Rolaids, it consumes all the acid required to bring millions 100% relief. Plus, it's rich in calcium. Regular Rolaids and use sodium-free Rolaids for 100% relief.
How many shakes can you get from one Schick disposable? How many does your disposable give you?
You see those lights? They're burning out too soon in ordinary soft white light bulbs. But not me. I'm in Sylvania soft white bulbs. Why, in this 60-watt alone, I can burn 50 more hours. And only these Sylvania bulbs have a guarantee. So get Sylvania soft white light bulbs instead of those guys with the dim future.
Ask for Sylvania, where the best comes to light.
If you think we're not going to invade Nicaragua, the Nicaraguans think we are. What have they got waiting for us if we do invade? Watch 60 Minutes Sunday.
Question, do the 49ers have the Rams by the throat? They started the game getting on their 21, 13 plays TD. Then the 12-yard line, they go down and get a touchdown, a punt, another TD, a fumble punt return, and they've got the ball now on the 47-yard line, their own. Second down and 2. Montana dropping it across, and Craig can't handle this one either at midfield.
It's so clever how Bill Walsh does that stuff. He had 3 players within one short zone, and that's the only area of the field that Montana wants to attack. He's not looking at the right side, the left. He's attacking this one area with 3 people. That's called flooding a zone.
All right, he's flooded it pretty well. He's completed 13 of 18 for 214 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's third down and 2. Good blocking by the lines. Montana rifles at the clock inside the Ram 40. You see that? He cut that one loose. Don't tell me Montana can't hum it.
Now take a look at the room he has on this. Dwight Clark, number 87, going to run. Now watch him stop. Boom, he got him turned. Look at him. Good fundamental shoulders. Good job.
Back to live action. Craig taking the swing pass that he went so far on just a few moments ago, and Gary Green has to shove him out of bounds. How many ways can the 49ers come at you?
They're again flooding the right side of the field this time. Now watch the fullback. He's going to move off to his right. See him moving to his right. He's going to lay it right out there. People have already run people out of the zone. Now he's one-on-one on a linebacker. 55, Carl Eckern from San Jose State.
I got to tip my hat to the offensive line, too. Paris, Ayers, Quillen, Cross, and Farnhorst have done some job so far against the Rams. Second down and 2. 49ers driving again.
Oop, hello.
Most of the penalties have been against the Rams so far. Let's see what's happening.
Illegal procedure. The center moved the ball. 5-yard penalty. Replay.
Quillen moves the ball. He's saying to himself, I do it that way all the time.
Yeah, but he moves it on time all the time.
There he is. Claps comes out of the 49er huddle, and it is their day in the sun. It's a beautiful day here, by the way. It's 78 degrees in Southern California. Second down 7. Montana coolly throwing for Craig, who has it at the 20. Look out. No flags are down. And that ball was softly thrown over a defender. A 35-yard touchdown. And Dickerson doesn't like it either.
I don't believe that was a design play. Now watch the back, number 33 out of the right of your screen. Now there's a scramble move. When you go to the sideline, then he turns up the sideline because the quarterback rolled toward him. Johnny Johnson, number 20, lost him right there watching the quarterback roll out. Broke his discipline in the coverage.
5 catches for 135 yards for the guy they call a fullback. It's incredible. Wergy, Cavanaugh holding at the pit. 134 consecutive. Here's the way it looked. Team comes in 3 and 4. This is Montana's reaction to his 3rd touchdown pass.
Yeah, he needs it.
How sweet it is.
Yep. Get him
1:21 left before halftime.
There's the guy that needs it. I'll tell you, coaches feel losing much more severely than players do. They're just not. I was there Thursday. The coaches are all gray in the complexion. Their eyes are red. Players pretty happy.
Yeah,
you know, I thought they're about.
But the coaches are never limping either.
No, that's for sure.
But it all works together, and this is a tremendously good football program that the 49ers have. From Eddie DeBartolo on down, it's a team that obviously is excellent.
It also shows that maybe they're in the situation they're in because they haven't been quite as motivated, haven't been as stimulated on a consistent basis as they need to be to win week in and week out, with everybody shooting at them like they do.
And it's nice to have control of your own destiny. They also face these Rams another time, and a lot of things could happen between now and late December. Wergy prepares to kick off. Ron Brown back with the shocked Rams. The numbers on that last scoring drive, we'll show those in just a moment to you. From the 35, drilled low. Charlie White brings it out, but well covered by the 49ers. Just over the 20. 5 plays, 60 yards. Montana, a 35-yard TD pass to Craig. The new NBA season promises to be one of the greatest in the league's history. The debut of Patrick Ewing, which many of you saw here on CBS. There's Kareem and Magic on a mission to make the Lakers the first team to repeat in 17 years. The MVP of the league, Larry Bird, and of course with Boston, high-flying Michael Jordan. It's next Saturday it starts on CBS, the NBA, and this should be one of the great seasons of all time. Brock. Flags are down, but he is in the grasp of Fred Dean. That would be Dean's first sack of the year.
That would be his first sack. Bill McPherson, the defensive line coach, told me he thought Fred Dean was ready.
Holding, which will be probably declined.
Told me he thought he was ready to start getting some sacks and play more to his ability of the pass. You know, he had 2 years ago, he had 17.5 sacks. But he had a knee scope.
Offense, holding, penalty refused, 2nd down.
He had a knee scope, Tom, and it bothered him much more than people thought, and he's just really coming back 100%.
I think it was Bill Bain that was detected for holding. They take the penalty at 2nd down and 17. The draw play to Redden. Redden gets some yardage out to the 28-yard line as the 49ers sort of loosen up before halftime with a comfortable lead and a very shocked crowd of 69,000 that came to see the Rams perhaps go unbeaten through their 8th game. Brock to Barry Redden, who steps out and stops the clock at the 36-yard line.
Tom, did you see Brock use the field that time? He started to his right, moved to the inside of the field, and moved all the way to his left, just sat there and bounced. Good poise in the pocket.
What does Robinson tell his unbeaten team now at halftime, trailing like they are 28-0? What do you say now as a coach when everybody's in a state of shock?
I tell you something.
Is that a tough question?
That's a tough question.
You mean we can't repeat what is usually
you
said?
may not repeat, or be able to repeat on the air.
Can the Rams come out and make a game of it in the second half? That's what we'll see. Brock straightens out after stumbling, makes the completion. Duckworth getting back and out of bounds, just into San Francisco territory, and Ronnie Lott wipes him out. Don't forget, coming up at halftime here on CBS, Brent and Hank Stram, the coach, are back in the studio. They'll have scores and highlights, and boy, there's some wild action around the league. Irv Cross will do a report right from down on the playing surface here at Anaheim Stadium. All that at halftime on the NFL Today. 35 seconds left before halftime. Peter Brock, under pattern, inside the 40. Young Michael Young, the rookie out of UCLA, makes a good grab. You can see the seconds as they dwindle, and the Rams are going to go in trailing by 4 touchdowns. Brock, side on the outside, and knocked out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
You know, Tom, the fans are now going to say, why aren't they running this offense all the time? You know, that's what happens. But the 49ers are in a prevent-type defense, really playing zone. Now, you'll see here, Torrey Nixon, number 20, just playing loose. He gets turned. Henry Ellard, he doesn't want to give him anything deep, catches the nice out pattern. He comes up and makes the nice hit and puts him out of bounds.
49ers are humming. They left their homes and they left the Bay Area to, you know, get a little bit of a relief, play on the road, and they're beating a big team here and really turning this NFC West division all around perhaps. It could be 4-4 when it's over. Brock being sacked at the 36-yard line by Michael Carter.
Michael Carter's been injured, hasn't played. Here he is right now, doing a good job. 95, very quick, run a stunt. See him come around? He's on number 72 there, Kent Hill. And really, that's a tough to credit a sack to Kent Hill, 72, because the coverage took the pattern away, and he just held on the ball too long.
Nowhere to go with it. 4 seconds left. The Rams are out of timeouts, and what they want right now is to go in and regroup, eat a couple of good oranges, get a little oxygen, and come out and try to stoke the furnace and get it going again.
Well, we're going to find out if this guy can really throw in that second half, I'm sure.
Lansford will be in to try a field goal just to get on the board before halftime. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. He is successful 7 straight times.
Yeah, but he's 2 for 6 outside the 50 in his career, which is, you know, 33%. But I'll tell you, his confidence is so good right now when you talk to him, and he's hit, like you said, 7 straight. He's liable to hit this one.
Steve Dills, the 2 or 3 quarterback for the Rams, is holding. It was a 51-yard attempt. Lansford, who had 3 last week. But that was 7 days ago. A high snap. Pretty good-looking kick. It's strong enough. Off to the left. And the 49ers not only take the lead, but the spirit into their dressing room here at Anaheim.
Watch number 95, Michael Carter, fighting in there. He's glad to be back playing football. Watch his reaction. Hey, he's excited. They missed it. Let's go in and regroup ourselves at halftime and come out and get after these guys some more.
Those that have been burying the 49ers better look out. It's San Francisco 28, Los Angeles nothing.
Oh, that's great. When I needed a new chainsaw, I went right to a Poulin dealer.
That's Poland.
Feature for feature, dollar for dollar, it's hard to beat a Poulin.
Poland.
And a Poulin dealer can help you pick just the right saw for the job. Seems a saw this good deserves a dealer this good. So, when you're looking for a tough, dependable chainsaw, look for a dealer that sells Poland.
Poland.
That's what I said, Poland.
You said Poland?
Ask them.
Poland, America's chainsaw.
For the average renter, the 5-door Mercury Lynx has plenty of room. And it's only $29.95 a day. At budget. But budget has another car. One that's more my style. The Lincoln Town Car. Look at this headroom. And even us big shots like budget small price. Only $39.95 a day. Get the economy of luxury. Or the luxury of economy. Go to budget and say, the car. Oh, the car.
Based on a true story. She's a woman about to face every mother's worst fear.
He didn't call.
Her teenage son has vanished.
That's not like Brian.
His first time away from home.
Do you think we should call the police?
Legally, he's not missing.
My God, what do I have to do to make you people understand my son is missing?
A nightmare of helplessness and suspicion.
Could he have killed Brian?
There's no proof. Did you kill my son?
Ellen Burstyn. Into Thin Air. Tuesday.
Welcome back to New York. I'm Brent Musburger along with Hank Stram. And Hank, a lot of interesting things happen around the NFL this afternoon. Let's take everybody to the scoreboard. Washington made its 14 first-half points stand up for a big win in Cleveland. And Hank, I think those funeral notices about one Joe Theismann may have been a bit premature.
Yeah, I think they scraped Joe out of the coffin, and he did a job this afternoon.
How about young Bernie Kosar of the Browns?
He had a bad day today, and that's expected of a young quarterback, but I think he's going to be a good one in time. They had to take him out and put Danielson back in, but he's going to be a good one.
And in that game, John Riggins carried the ball 30 times for 112 yards and 1 Redskin touchdown. The Houston Oilers defeated the St. Louis Cardinals, who were without O.J. Anderson. 20-10 was the final score. What about Neil Lomax, Hank?
He's having a bad time. He really is, and he just can't get in sync, and it's very obvious. They're not playing well as a football team. In any phase of their game, they're not playing well, and that's really been their problem.
Mike Rozier was hurt, but Warren Moon got this touchdown for him.
And you got to like this young quarterback. He's got a good arm, he's got great escapability skill, he can do it all, and he's a good leader along with it.
Any excuse for a blocked punt in the NFL?
I don't know why there should be, but the specialty team coaches around the league have done a great job. There were 3 of them blocked today that I saw.
The Cardinals now sink to 3-5 on the season. They have lost 4 straight games. And with O.J. Anderson not playing, Stump Mitchell did his part, 148 yards on the afternoon. Philadelphia rallied to pull one out against Buffalo. 21-17 was the final score, and it looked like Hank Buller was going to get 2 in a row here.
Yeah, but the Polish Prince came out of retirement and did a great job again this afternoon, talking about Ron Jaworski.
And he's got a defensive back. Tell me about Wes Hopkins in that secondary for Marion Campbell.
I was surprised last year that he didn't make the All-Pro team, and I said so on television several times. He definitely is an All-Pro and the very best at his position in 1985.
Well, there he is with that interception getting into the end zone, and here's the Polish Prince doing it for the Eagles. On the afternoon, Jaws was 21 of 42, 258 yards, and that touchdown for the Philadelphia Eagles. Indianapolis easily over Green Bay, 37-10. Did you see us in our earlier halftime? Hank, you liked their schoolyard play, so Indianapolis was
yeah, it's a little high diddle up the middle and then down the field for a big play and a touchdown. Wayne Capers.
And the Indianapolis defense did a pretty good job, too. They intercepted Lynn Dickey, the Green Bay Packer quarterback, 4 times in that game. Seattle and the New York Jets. The Seahawks were up 14-0 before the Jets did it on the rebound. But early on, it was a big turnover, and Jacob Green hauled in 7 points for the Hawks.
Look at how he played the hop.
Practices that, Hank.
Yes, he does. Spends a lot of time with that. But I think you're going to have to call the fire department before he gets through with this run.
Great pass coming up here, though. And Wesley Walker, watch him concentrate on this ball because this turned out to be the game winner.
This was really a sensational catch in traffic. Holds onto the ball and makes the touchdown.
Freeman McNeil on the day, he rushed for 151 yards, so he certainly takes over the rushing lead now in the AFC. New England exploding for 32 points after Tampa Bay had scored the first 2 touchdowns again. How about this play, Hank?
Oh, looks like Paul Hornung at his prime.
Craig James to Tony Collins, and the Patriots have got it done. The final score was 32-14. The Chicago Bears are unbeaten, and they look like the best team in the National Football League. And what about the refrigerator on defense?
Well, I don't care where you put him. At 308 pounds, you can put him any place you want to, and he's going to do a great job. There he is, sacking a quarterback.
They got a linebacker by the name of Otis Wilson, Hank.
Yeah, he played with my young son, Stu, you know, at Louisville, and he brings it back for the touchdown and changes the scoreboard right there.
And look who's the pass receiver here.
Walter Payton makes an easy catch look tough, doesn't he?
Give a little Willie Mays when he yanked it down and stepped on into the end zone. 27-9, the final score. The Bears come up a winner. How about the Detroit Lions? They have beaten the 2 Super Bowl teams on back-to-back Sundays. And today it was Miami's turn without Mark Duper playing for the Dolphins. Now watch here as Eric Hipple finds Leonard Thompson.
It looks like they caught him in man-for-man covers, and they don't do that very well, and they got caught in the blitz, and it was a touchdown.
Well, the Dolphin defense did get one back.
Yeah, they got one right here in this fumble recovery Bob Brzezinski goes in and makes the touchdown.
And then James Jones, the running back, took control for the Lions, and on the afternoon he rushed for 114 yards. Denver, an easy winner this afternoon, 30-10 over the Kansas City Chiefs. Hank, was another blocked punt story.
Well, they had 2 blocked in this game, and both of them, I think, wound up being touchdowns for the Denver Broncos.
And then Gerald Wilhite scoring one of his 2 touchdowns, and the Broncos, of course, need that win to stay up there in that drive for that AFC West Championship. The Raiders are coming after them, and of course the Raiders play tomorrow night. The Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons, 24-10 the final score. Oh, what an explosive run by Dorsett.
You really have to admire the great coaching job that Tom Landry has done with Dorsett. He never could run that fast before he joined his team.
Gave him those moves too,
Yeah,
didn't he?
that's right.
But the best game of the day featured a couple of Hall of Fame units down there in Irving, Texas. Craig Morton, oh, he couldn't play today for the Bob Lilly All-Stars. So Charlie Waters went into quarterback him against the Roger Staubach Stars.
He loves those defensive backs. He threw it right to the defensive guy here for an interception.
And now, Hank, watch the laterals coming up. I don't think they want to keep it. Staubach gives it up. McElhaney is finally flagged over there on the far side. Now, the Staubachs come up a winner, and it looks to me like Roger might be able to play a little bit, Hank.
You think he'd come out of retirement if somebody asked him? In a minute, wouldn't he?
Absolutely. If the price is right, for about $300,000. And so the NFL Today continues on CBS after these messages from your local stations.
College football's bowl drive is on. Next Saturday, the #1 ranked Iowa Hawkeyes will play a crucial Big Ten match with Keith Byers and 9th-ranked Ohio State. In the weeks ahead, you'll see the Buckeyes take on 4th-ranked Michigan. An ACC clash between Virginia and Maryland. A contest of independence, Notre Dame and Miami. And the 86th Army-Navy game. All coming up in college football on CBS Sports. This is CBS.
Telesis. The dictionary defines it as progress intelligently planned. This is a story of Telesis. September 1900, a local newspaper reported. Galveston, Texas was drowned yesterday, struck by a hurricane that fell upon the city without warning. 12,000 souls perished in the tempest. In 1961, a storm of even greater ferocity was headed in the same direction.
The U.S. Weather Service reports Hurricane Carla packing winds of...
But America's first experimental weather satellite, put into orbit only 8 months earlier, spotted it.
Authorities recommend evacuation.
And thousands of lives were saved. Pacific Telesis salutes the special kind of progress man makes when the technology that can take him to other planets is also applied to the needs of his own. The Pacific Telesis Group is committed to progress intelligently planned. That's why Telesis is an important part of our name.
Let's go for a ride in a Bonneville Southland in the world's fastest passenger car.
I just set the record over 241 miles an hour. That's more than twice as fast we're running right now.
I've built and raced more record-breaking engines than I can count. That's why I know Tune-Up Masters will do a good job for you. We've tuned millions of cars. It's where experience makes the difference. Come to Tune-Up Masters. You'll be glad you did, and so will I. I own and run the place. We also do lube, oil, and oil filter changes. Smog checks, too.
The diet that keeps you fit for life on America.
Baseball, of course, Hank, 7th game of the World Series tonight in Kansas City, but the New York Yankees at this hour are making news. Billy Martin is out as manager of the Yankees. He has been replaced by his batting instructor, Lou Piniella. So Piniella is the new manager of the New York Yankees. 3 NFL games are in progress right now. Let's go to the scoreboard and get you up to date. The Giants lead the Saints 7-3. The Giants should have scored a 2nd touchdown. Now, here early, they will turn loose their rookie running back, Adams. Taking a handoff from Sims, coming around the corner, and the Giants appeared to be in great shape. But, Hank, how come they botch up so many snaps?
That's a good question, Brett. I can't understand how in the world, a professional football team at this stage of the season would have that much difficulty getting the snap between a quarterback and a center. It's hard to understand.
Well, they finally got that exchange done, and Bobby Johnson was on the receiving end of a 6-yard touchdown pass by Phil Sims. In the AFC, this is the only game in progress right now. Bengals lead the Steelers 17-7. They've gone to the third. Boomer Esiason dominating that Steeler defense so far. And, of course, in the game you are watching right now on CBS, and I think for sure this is the best performance of the season by the 49ers, 28-0. And, Hank, let's go out to our colleague Irv Cross out there in the sunshine in Anaheim. And, Irv, the 49ers are alive today.
Alive, Brent, they're sky high. But you know, we have a bright, sunshiny day here at Anaheim. You'd think that would be good weather for football, eh? Not the case, because on a couple of key plays, the sun was a big factor in breaking the play down. The last touchdown pass to Roger Craig, for example, here it is right now. The Rams went into a blitz. Johnny Johnson, a free safety, was responsible for the first back out. But his coverage was so good, he's close to Craig, which shielded the sun. Johnson couldn't see the ball. He came out the field saying, I lost the ball in the sun, I lost the ball in the sun. Because he was close to Craig, Craig was able to see it because he blocked the sun from Craig's eyes. How about that? Let's go up to Dick Vermeil and Tom Brookshire in the booth.
All right, Irv. Craig was looking into the same sun note. He could see it. You know, it reminds me of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, but they kept saying, who are those guys chasing them? You know, the posse. I just wonder which team came in here that was 3-4 and which team is 7-0.
Well, it looks like the 49ers are back to how they were and why they're world champions. But you know what they're doing, Tom? They're executing their passing game, the Bill Walsh zone passing game, better than they probably have any time. And then the Rams change up and go man-to-man, and they get the big play against the man-to-man.
And Montana is just literally picking the Rams apart. He's got 3 touchdowns, 271 yards at half. We're going to be back in just a moment with the second half, so tape up and hang tough, will you, please?
When you're 100% pure beef.
The beef goes on.
When you're sear sizzled, lean and juicy.
McDonald's beef goes on.
Your great beef taste goes on and on.
You're all beef, your beef lean and hot. So your big beef taste just won't stop. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. The beef goes on.
If you're waiting to buy a personal computer, you may have questions about power, expandability, and dollars and cents. For the complete answer, take a close look at IBM. An IBM PC runs thousands of programs, expands easily, and prices are better than ever. So don't wait. Once you take the first step, the rest come easy. IBM Personal Computers.
First sellout at Anaheim Stadium, 69,045. And, of course, Giorgio Frondieri, the owner, had a bunch of people come in, Jack Lemmon and different people. And it is a festive group, but they're waiting for 28 points, answering points, if you will. Dieter Brock, he was 14 of 20 for 122 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, 1 fumble, which certainly wasn't his fault, but no touchdowns either. San Francisco, 323 total yards. L.A., Los Angeles, 145.
You know, the amazing thing, Tom, the Los Angeles Rams defense was #1 in football, allowing a touchdown every 57 plays. Here, the 49ers have 4 touchdowns in 36 plays. Great execution.
And Montana, absolutely superb. 271 yards on 16 completions as we look at Wergy and get ready to kick it off. Ron Brown stretching. Those are Sprinter's legs. He's getting ready. Here's Wergy's kick. This is a little shorter. Brown has to misjudge it, but he gets it at the 5. Stumbles and is dropped around the 19. Good coverage by San Francisco, and the special teams for the 49ers have played well today.
They haven't been having a good year. The Rams special teams have been excellent, leading the league in punt returns, leading the league in punt coverage.
Some stats there. Turnovers, 1 and 1. 1 interception, 1 fumble. Or pardon me, 1 fumble for each. Time of possession, really rather insignificant when you're down 28-0. What do you do, though, Coach, and not leave yourself open to get a 40-0 blowout? How do you just go about this? Go back to the original game plan?
You have to, but then you're going to have to open it up. You know, that's just common sense.
1st and 10, Brock heading it to Hunter at the 25-yard line.
See, the Rams, who want to run the football all the time, have to change your thinking a little bit, because they can no longer control the clock, as everybody watching this ball game, you know, knows. That's not anything real significant. but they're going to probably change up and get some throwing on first down, but not panic, I think, Tom, and try to get the big play on every down.
Dickerson, 25 yards on 7 carries, and hit hard every time he got around the football. 2nd down and 5. Brock trying to hit the receiver running the in pattern, Brown, and flags are flying. Eric Wright came over the top. It's about the first thing that's gone right for Johnny Robinson today.
Interference, 21 defense, first down.
Eric Wright had rolled up into a double zone coverage and was within that 5-yard zone, but he was chucking him and shoving him as the ball was thrown. It was a good call.
And a very fine solo cover from the corner. He's one of the great ones.
One of the best. You know, he only gave up 1 touchdown pass last year, the whole year. It's incredible. 1st down and 10. The penalty. Put the ball right on the 30. Here's Dickerson's first carry of the second half. Breaks it. In a hurry, he's out over the 40 and barely tripped up by Williamson. Both linemen were pulling to run that famous play that they run called 47 gap, and he just cut back and found that little hole right up inside.
The thing is that he did run a 9.400 as a schoolboy athlete down in Texas. It really scares you to think somebody 225 pounds can fly like that. 2nd down and 1, a 9-yard burst on Dickerson's first carry of the second half. Brock on 2nd and 1. Hunter has it at still on his feet. Gets almost to the 40-yard line. Tony Hunter with a good catch and run, tackled by Hicks.
Tony Hunter was the tight end opposite the slot side of the formation to your left. He's going to run down deep and get in behind the linebackers. Now you'll see the one linebacker, Michael Williams, moving in and putting pressure. Now he lays it right in. See that right behind the zone linebacker, Ricky Ellison, number 50. You have to tackle him, Ronnie. You have to tackle him. He's a big man. See, Ronnie Lott didn't use his arm.
Good throw by Brock. 1st and 10 now on the 41, a 20-yard gain. Rams look like they have an idea they can get back into it. Misdirection handoff to Dickerson. He tackles short of the 40. Good defense. Jeff Stover, coming from the backside of that play, really made a good tackle.
I think he actually beat the offensive tackle, Jackie Slater, under that. Now see him to the left of your screen right on the 40-yard line, 72. Now watch him right there. He beats the down block by the tight end right there. Good, powerful man, very strong, great track man. Did not play college football. He and his wife, Lori, live up in Chico, California. Good place to hunt.
Big Bill Bain is on the ground, a Pro Bowler and 300-pounder and
300-pound plus.
He's been playing with injuries, and we will keep you posted as to Bain's status. It's 28-0, 12:44 left in the 3rd period.
There's a style in your life no one could ever deny. You're on your way to the top, and along the way you've always known just who you are. Where you're going, you've always known it. Where you're going, it's Michelob.
Where you're going, it's exceptionally smooth Michelob.
Where you're going, it's Michelob.
It's Supercharged, the new Energizer AA battery.
From Energizer Science comes the longest-lasting Energizer AA ever made. No other battery can outlast it. It's supercharged.
It's America's newest bundle of energy.
When you've got to go in ice and snow, you're gonna go with Prestone.
Driving just 10,000 miles on weak, neglected antifreeze can leave a radiator looking this bad, while the Prestone radiator looks this good.
America goes with Prestone.
Fuel-injected Dodge Lancers come with optional turbochargers, and you can't expect that kind of power to stay put.
It's the boys' night out, and they're cruising around. The boys' night out, and they're doing the town. They're revving up, heading out, looking for fun.
Dodge Lancers. We just can't keep them in the showroom.
The 300-plus pounder, Bill Bain, is all right on the sidelines. This is baseball time. He was a relief pitcher in high school, which is rather frightening. Brock back to work, outside play. Number 89, Brown, is open, still on his feet, gets to the 25-yard line. Ron Brown obtained from Cleveland, and he is a world-class sprinter.
Ron Brown is the bottom of your screen, number 89. I believe this may be his first reception of the year. He started out having a pancreatic illness of some kind, infection, and you can see right here as a track man, he runs like a running back.
And he gets up so fast, Eric Wright fell down because of this tremendous speed he has. A 15-yard catch, and the Rams are rolling. Misdirection handoff. Dickerson gets in between the linemen, and it simply stopped down. The flags are flying. Stover made another good defensive play.
The Rams are still trying to run that backside guard, backside tackle counter play, and the 49ers have just shut it down.
John Robinson has seen the team this time win when the Vikings did not get a one-foot touchdown.
Offensive holding, number 87, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
Tony Hunter gets the 10-yard penalty.
That's the second one on him today for holding.
Tampa Bay had the Rams beaten, it looked like, and Leroy Irvin intercepted the ball and ran it in for a touchdown. So they've had their bad moments, but they were unbeaten. Right now it's San Francisco 28, Los Angeles nothing in the third. 1st and 20 now. Blanker and Slot to the bottom of the screen. The toss. Oh, it's the fake toss and screen to Ellard. Slips, fumbles the football, and recovers maybe his own fumble at the 29.
That's the old quick screen play, and it's usually a very effective play if you get those linebackers really flowing.
Now, we just saw Eric Wright slip down there, and Ellard slipped down. Is that grass slippery in that area there?
Well, there have been a lot of slipping. See, they didn't go downfield, and usually when a man is covered, lining right up on a quick screen receiver, you'll go ahead and fade it, run down the sideline. Here he is trying to get away from the guy and drops the ball. Normally, you'll jump outside, Tom, on that and won't go through with a quick screen when a man's lined right up on your nose.
They went through with it. Not too much. The main thing that Rams did not lose possession. 2nd down and 14. Brock has the ball spiked. Oh, it's caught now by Redden, I believe. Barry Redden makes the reception. And it was spiked by a San Francisco player. And if you're Robinson or Brock, you'll take it.
That's a batted ball again. I think, again, it was Fred Dean. Now, watch the quarterback. He's going straight back. Notice his low delivery. Watch how low the ball comes off his hand right here. See this right here? See how low that is, sidearm thing? There, the defender gets his hand up, and it was Fred Dean. That's the 3rd time today that he's batted a ball. Look at this. Luck is changing, Tom.
You got to get some luck with the bad things, too. It's 3rd down and 8. The unbeaten Rams push to the very limit today. Brock, Chase, dances and underthrows.
Good pressure.
Bobby
good pressure
Duckworth. A lot of pressure by the down 4 for the 49ers.
Take a look at the pressure. They're committing linebackers. Ron Ferrari, 54. Guard picks him up. 72, Ken Hill turns him loose. Here comes Fred Dean around behind and gets at him. You notice we're hearing Fred Dean's name more and more in this ball game. He's getting his motor running.
4th down, and the kicking team is not in. Right before halftime, a 51-yarder was just a little bit wide left by Lansford. 4th down and 8, and the coach is going for it all. Barry Redden, the back. 3 for 6 on 4th down conversion. Brock dancing, now he's got an open receiver, and touchdown by Henry Ellard. Good scamper by Dieter Brock. A 23-yard touchdown.
You can see Ellard in the middle of your screen. He's going to run a crossing pattern on number 22, Dwight Hicks. Here he's coming across. He just keeps coming. The quarterback now breaks contain and rolls out to his left. He lays the ball up high into the outside. Nice catch by Ellard. Touchdown on Dwight Hicks.
A great jump at the end of a fast run. Lansford now trying for the extra point. Steve Dills is the holder. A barefooted one. Makes it. And the Rams are finally on the board. A big play player, Henry Ellard.
This is the first time John Robinson's had a chance to smile in this ball game.
A year ago, the 49ers came in here and shut out the Rams 33-0. And Brock likes it. San Francisco 28, the Rams 7.
Look what just popped up. The new Sony Handycam. A video camera recorder that sees and hears every move. Just point and shoot and catch all the fun. It's so tiny it fits in one hand. The new Sony Handycam. Where will it pop up next?
There's a style in your life no one could ever deny. You're on your way to the top, and along the way you've always known just who you are. Where you're going, you've always known it. Where you're going, it's Michelob.
Where you're going, it's exceptionally smooth Michelob.
Where you're going, it's Michelob.
Nowadays, when a businessman gets stuck in his car, he doesn't have to be just stuck in his car. He can be talking to a client, or a prospective client, or be in touch with his own office. He can be doing a million different things if he has our MobileNet cellular car phone service. Just imagine how much more productive you could be with MobileNet.
G.
No, GTE.
What do you tell your team at halftime? We'll find out from Coach Dick Vermeil what he thinks Johnny Robinson said to inspire him. Monroe at the 2-yard line. A good alleyway, and Monroe with a good return out over the 27-yard line. Don't forget, next Sunday, it all starts with the NFL Today. Chicago, the refrigerator against Green Bay. He's getting a lot of publicity. 8-0, the Chicago Bears. Unbeaten still against Green Bay, who suffered another tough loss. Then Detroit against Minnesota, Philadelphia against San Francisco, which will be a big game now, and New Orleans against the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are on the board. Quick swing out by Montana, and he's going to run it to the 30-yard line. All right, Johnny Robinson at halftime. Do you think he really did jump up and down, or do you think he said, let's keep calm?
Well, I don't know his personality inside a locker room, but I kind of believe he got after him a little bit. I kind of believe he got after him, but I'm not too sure that the Rams didn't play halfway decent. It's just that the execution of the 49er offense, which is unbelievable.
Brock was 6 of 7 on that last drive, 75 yards throwing, and certainly looked like a good quarterback. And, of course, the touchdown pass. 2nd down, 8. Montana to Craig. It's close to the first down, simply on effort. Leroy Irvin making a tackle. Craig keeps the legs pounding.
Great leg strength. Good knee action, gets him up, just like your college coach and high school coach used to tell you to run, right?
Absolutely no comparison. 9:26 left in the third period. A lot of time. And, of course, 21 points down. But that's a lot of time in professional football. The 49ers will not lay back. You think they're going to go ahead and open it up again?
Oh, yeah. He's not going to sit on it.
That's a first. How many plays does he have on that chart? I'm speaking of Bill Walsh.
Well, they always carry their entire offense, but he has plays that he activates each game that he goes ahead and uses in that ball game. But he very seldom erases one that was good in the past. He just keeps it on his card.
Did you have one of those when you were with the Eagles?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It wasn't nearly as good as his. His won 2 world championships.
It's all right, Coach. You got him there. You made overachievers champions, and that's hard to do. Montana on first down, out to Solomon. Solomon to the 43-yard line. Gary Green making the stop.
See that, Tom? He's not going to sit on that point. You just go ahead and run at him and try to eat up the clock. Granted, there's a lot of time, but he's going to stay with what was real good for him in the first half. You know, the short passing game. Look for him to go deep, though, off one of those.
Freddie Solomon, one of the great players in San Francisco history. Jerry Rice was the #1 draft choice, a great young receiver from down south, but big, tough games. Sometime the old veteran can come back and find the open place.
No substitute for experience.
Second down and 4. Second down and 4. Montana to Craig. Craig hesitates, gets to the 45-yard line, and it looks like the Rams are beginning to hit people a little bit.
They're getting after it. You know, I just wonder if they aren't just a little embarrassed about that first half. This defense is too good to allow to allow it again in the second half. Plus, I'm sure that the 49ers lose just a little edge mentally, too, that they had in the first half. This goes from one side to the other now.
Brings up a 3rd down and a long yard. Offensive line for San Francisco has done some job.
The Angus formation. That's the big back?
Yeah. Angus McIntyre, the big guard, number 62, is in there, and they toss away from it, and Craig breaks a tackle and gets inside the 45-yard line of Los Angeles.
Here's the big Angus. He's not the refrigerator. Here's the Angus right here. Guy McIntyre, a big guard, but what they do, they cross up and run away from him. See, he dives in there, freezes the 2 linebackers. See him go up in there? Nice tackle pull by Fonhorst 71. Roger Craig almost breaks this thing.
11-yard burst by number 33. First down. The 49ers continue to roll. Straight drop back, keeping the backs in. Montana's going for it all for Solomon and overthrows him at the 3-yard line.
I'm not so sure that Freddie didn't pull up.
Looked like he was lugging a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like he might have pulled up a hamstring or something. Everything's going well. He expects that one to be good.
The tendency to want to throw deep. Do you think Montana's really trying to prove to some would-be critics that he can throw deep once in a while?
No, I think they're just trying to improve what they haven't been doing real well is the yards per pass completion. That's critical to the success of a football game, and that's what they want to do. I thought Solomon slowed up on that pattern.
Good-looking play, and what a first half for Joe Montana. 2nd down and 10. Montana, good throw. Diving catch by Jerry Rice.
Solomon runs him deep on a deep corner, and then Rice comes right, charges at him, and gets the quick out pattern. Gary Green doesn't know how to cover him. Here's Gary, fine cornerback. Now Rice drives at him. See him? Nice shoulder lean, good out move, good footwork. Takes it right to the ground.
The offensive line continues to go out and engage the Rams and give him the time to take the quick short drop.
You can't cover that very often with just a corner. You've got to have help underneath from a linebacker buzzing out there.
3rd and 1. Answering the Rams touchdown pass. Craig and Wendell Tyler, the backs. Craig. First down.
Boy,
not by much.
No, he got that on his own. I think that was actually really well defense by the Rams.
Craig a little shaken up. He's been working hard, catching balls, running for first downs. What a draft choice.
Oh, my gosh.
Number 2 draft.
He came in here with 396 carries in his career at a 4.5 average. That's pretty good smoking, you know.
A week ago, the wide receivers for San Francisco only caught 4 passes against Detroit, and they lost by inches. What do you do if you're the Super Bowl coach?
Oh, I think he'll go for it. I just know, I know Bill well enough in how he thinks, and when he's got his offense on the move and attacking, he's going to continue to attack.
Cooper comes
take
in.
no prisoners. You take no prisoners.
Just tell him your name, rank, and serial number, and let's go get him.
Yeah.
Short yardage offense. Tight ends in the wing. Quarterback, does he get it?
Yeah,
does he get it?
He made it easy.
It's a first down.
Bill's looking at that card. Here's John thinking, I wonder what he's looking at on that card right now. Let's see. He's calling that offense. I'll come up with this defense.
Walsh knows that the Ram defense has not given up a 100-yard rushing day all year so far. Craig has 45 yards rushing and 135 catching the football.
If they hadn't given up a pass longer than 24 yards until that screen pass earlier in the game.
1st and 10 on the Ram 32. The fake crossback action. Got him on the run. He's got him open. Francis at the 25-yard line.
You're going to see a misdirection from the end zone. Freezing linebackers. Now watch both linebackers. See, they don't know where the ball's going. See, they're frozen. Now watch the quarterback come out to the left. Good job of moving. He thinks, as the cameraman did, that the running back had the ball. Crossing pattern. Francis settles in the zone. Goes after it low, takes the ball to the ground. Good job, Russ.
You're looking at one of the great quarterbacks of our time operate for one of the great coaches, Bill Walsh. I'll tell you, Montana is hot. Second down 3. Tyler hit in the backfield and still gets out and makes a yard or so. Reggie Doss had him early, but Tyler stronger than he looks.
Mel Owens, the outside linebacker, number 58, really played that sweep well. This guy's a good football player. You know, we've had the opportunity to see him a few times already this year. Now, watch a linebacker right side of your screen. Now, watch him take on that tackle, work inside out, turn it back up inside. Tyler, with his strength, whips that one, but fine outside linebacker play on that tackle pull.
3rd down and 2, and the clock is running, and the 49ers are eating it up. 4:45 left in the 3rd period. 3rd down and 2. Montana now being chased, now throws it on the run, and has it, I believe, to Derek Harmon.
Can you believe that throw?
He threw it off the wrong leg. Looked like George Brett getting the ball to first base. Just out of bounds.
He gets the ball to the academic All-American right here out of Cornell University, but he is out of bounds. See the heel go on it? Good call, Mr. Official, sir.
Hey, that's some throw.
That was one heck of a throw.
Wershing will come in now. As we said earlier, in the tough season so far, Ray only has 5 field goals and 8 attempts. And this guy is a monster kicking the ball. This will be from the 41. It's blocked. Number 77 blocked it, and the Rams have blocked the field goal attempt. Gary Jeter. The coach isn't happy.
I didn't see where he came from, but I think that's the 2nd field goal that he has blocked this year. 77 getting penetration to the right side of your screen. He breaks the seam of the tight end tackle. Tight end did not come down hard enough. He's right in there clean.
Boy, good teams can bounce back in a million different ways. The former New York Giant. Hey, it's 28-7, San Francisco.
Last year, Dodge made a very dramatic announcement. In a very dramatic way. We announced that every truck we build, every full-size pickup, van, wagon, and Ram Charger comes with our 5-year or 50,000-mile protection plan. And back then, we challenged Ford and Chevy to match that coverage. But you know what? Ford and Chevy still fall short. Dodge, still the best back trucks in America. And that's guaranteed.
Families have come to us. They believe in liberty, Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Our house is special to us, so we shopped around for homeowners insurance.
Liberty Mutual gave us the right protection at the right price. We believe in liberty.
America believes in liberty. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
For a limited time, Wendy's breakfast is yours for a song.
Only Wendy's.
Wendy's French toast is now 99 cents.
Only Wendy's.
99 cents for a scrambled egg platter, too.
Only Wendy's and Wendy's alone.
Our breakfast sandwich, 99 cents. Wendy's breakfast, yours for a song.
For only you.
Tom Brookshire and Dick Vermeil at Anaheim Stadium. A blocked field goal attempted by the 49ers, and the Rams are giving 69,000 something to cheer about. First down, Dieter Brock. Quick drop, hits in and out of Henry Ellard's hands at the 39-yard line.
That's his 2nd drop today, and I don't think I've seen him drop a pass all year in the other 3 games that I've seen him play.
Well, that's
it's just
a physical
a little
secondary.
I don't think he's concerned about that. Just a little slant in. Look at him. It's going right. It's going to hit him right in the right place. I don't know. Maybe he was looking inside.
Gene Barth has just walked off a penalty, and suddenly the Rams are in San Francisco territory. Rams getting some momentum. They had a touchdown pass from Brock to Ellard. You know, blocked field goal, and special team play can build a fire. Brock to the outside quickly. First down. Eller takes it and steps out of bounds.
You know, Tom, the 49ers might be smart to go back to that 4-down lineman defense that they were using in the first half to get a little more pass rush, because it's obvious the Rams just want to throw the ball a little more. You know?
4:17 left in the third period. The Rams very proud and unbeaten. Right now the Bears have won their 8th, and the Rams are just in a little bit of trouble, trailing 28-7. First and 10 on the 37. Toss to Dickerson. The reverse to Eller. He has to cut back. Eller gets to the 36-yard line. Good defense by, I believe it was Eric Wright or Keena Turner that came up quickly and turned the play in.
You know, and the other thing, Tom, that probably didn't surprise the 49ers as much because they were in an I formation, which they're never in. And most defensive coaches always tell a defense when you see an unusual formation, you automatically go to your alerts. Reverse, counter, draw, screen, something unusual, and look for it right now, and the 49ers did that.
All right, second down and 8 on the 36. Brock picking up the tempo. Points. The flea flicker back to Brock from Dickerson, going deep. Nobody there but Ronnie Lott. Interception, San Francisco. Brock is down, the quarterback. Now he's getting up.
This is the old flea flicker. Now watch, he's going to hand it to Eric. Unfortunately for the Rams, they caught him in a man-to-man defense. Now Fred Dean is going to come in right here and give him lunch, and it caused the ball to be thrown poorly.
Only the second interception for Ronnie Lott, only the 6th for the entire San Francisco defense.
Watch Fred Dean, number 74, right there. Again, Hunter was blocking the defensive end. I don't understand that.
Touchback puts it out on the 20-yard line. The main thing is San Francisco gets the football back. Montana on first down. He's going for it all. He's in and out of Jerry Rice's hands.
My gosh.
And I mean, he was full out, wide open, and dropped it.
Here he is, one-on-one. It comes right into his hands. He had beaten Leroy Irvin right there. That's got to be caught and tucked away, kiddo. He should catch that football. No excuse for dropping it.
A 55-yard...
Don't pat him on the back, kick him on the butt there. Get him going. For heaven's sakes. That can cost you a job if you're coaching, you know.
Montana threw it 55 yards with a tight spiral and simply did not have the reception count. Second down and 10. Montana right back. Gets it to Tyler. Tyler's tackled hard at the 19, and the flags are down. Is that a face mask?
You know who called that penalty? Burl Toller.
We have a 5-yard face mask penalty. 5 yards only. We'll replay the down. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Of course, defensive players think that's why they put the nose guard on.
Yeah. You're going to see it right there. See him grab that, pull it down right there. Didn't do it on purpose, of course, but there you got to call it. Jimmy Collins. You know, Jimmy Collins, you talk football with that guy anywhere close to his locker, he almost gets ready to headbutt you right there. He loves to play.
Second down and 6 on the 24. 3 minutes left in the third period. Montana, the quick out to Jerry Rice. He holds on to this one.
He better. You know, Jerry Rice was an auto mechanics major. He had to go back to that as a profession. He dropped too many more like that, you know.
Dwight Hicks with some ice on an injured right hand.
That's it, Jerry. Working on cars is a tough way to make a living. Remember that, Jerry.
He's a tremendous young receiver, however. He made a great catch against the Los Angeles Raiders for a touchdown. And, you know, you can't come in this league and just light up every scoreboard. You got to learn. And he looks like he's going to be a good one.
Bill Walsh thinks he's going to be a great player.
Toss back to Craig on first down. Forced out of bounds.
Again, real nice linebacker play by Mel Owens. 58 playing that tackle pull block that we call it a B block in Philadelphia. Did a real nice job of playing off the tackle, Keith Bonhorst, and working inside out to the play.
Montana against this defense is at a 300-yard passing day already.
Gosh.
The crowd calling now for defense. Get the ball. It's second down and call it 9. Montana, quick drop over the middle. Francis with the ball almost to the 40-yard line. It'll be short of a first down. Johnny Johnson is right there. Looked like a quick read by Montana.
It might have been a hot receiver, meaning that they both read a linebacker and the linebacker dogs and rushes the quarterback. They drop it to him because Mike Wilcher, number 54, did dog.
The way to counteract the blitz, drop it quickly to the first receiver nearby. Third down and 3. Third and 3 on the 39. Montana being flushed out. Now he's going to run it, and he is upended at the line of scrimmage or less. They're marking it back at the 36-yard line. Doug Reed almost threw him into the Ram bench. Montana's down. He usually picks the place to run as well as any quarterback. The breath may have been knocked out of the quarterback. He was half flipped right on his back.
There's the trainer. That's Lindsey McLean. Let's see if we can see. Now, he wanted to go downfield with the ball, obviously. Good heat coming on. They're committing good stunning going in at 22 there. Vince Newsom, he gets picked off. He's outside. He didn't want to risk throwing the interception downfield. People were covered. Then he goes ahead and sprints for the sideline. He gets up there. Let's see if we can see what happened. I'd say he knocked his wind out. I don't know. And take a look here, Tom. See if we can see. It looks like he's going to come back, go underneath there. Doug Reed, number 93, landing on his back like that, many times that's a good way to knock your wind out.
Yeah. It's 28-7, San Francisco, and Montana still down.
Tickets, please.
Ready for the big vacation?
Now we're flying to one of those spots where you need more books than clothes.
The way you're playing, you need a vacation.
Get a good fare?
Yeah, you can bet on it. Lowest fare around.
Yeah, probably get stranded in Bora Bora.
No. Actually, the lowest fare was on American.
Skip, the man's way ahead of you.
Cheer.
When you're something special, people know it.
The caravan, a traditional journey, unmerciful as the desert sun. Ah, but now there's the revolutionary Dodge Caravan. With room for heavy burdens or up to 8 people. A 5-year or 50,000-mile protection plan. And civilized features like front-wheel drive, which is why Dodge Caravan has no equal under the sun.
When do you say L.A.?
When I've got an afternoon of painting ahead of me, I say L.A.
Think it needs 2 coats.
Nah.
When do you say L.A.?
When it's open house and I'm the host, I say L.A.
Stu?
Bob.
Sorry.
But I'll change it. From Anheuser-Busch, L.A. beer. Great taste with half the alcohol. Sometimes it's the perfect thing to say.
You can say that again.
Stu?
No, clam dip.
L.A., sometimes it's the perfect thing to say.
The former Notre Dame quarterback, Joe Montana, is walking under his own power off the bench, and we come back in time to catch Maxie Runniger punting for only the second time. Henry Ellard. Good coverage by San Francisco. Ellard gets to the 27. First and 10. No flags are down, and of course on kicking situations you look around to make sure that nobody's dropped him around. A 43-yard punt, a 7-yard return, and a lot of time yet for Los Angeles. There's Joe Montana.
He might have jammed that shoulder, his left shoulder, there when he went down in that last shot. It really showed it. There was a good picture of what happened.
He's a great scrambler, but he's usually very careful and gets out of bounds.
I think he's okay.
1:22 left in the third quarter. Peter Brock on first down. Wide open and stopping the clock and falling out of bounds is Tony Hunter. No, Henry Ellard is on the far sidelines, and boy, that time defensive back gave him 10 or 12 yards.
Well, actually, that was a safety rotating over. They were in a double zone, and Eric Dickerson was out in the flat, and the corner, in this case, Dwight Hicks rolled up to cover him, and he just settled in the zone before the safety could get there, Tom.
Sometimes you got to play parts of the zone like it's man-to-man, though, once that ball's thrown, don't you?
Not in that kind of coverage, though, I don't think so. I wouldn't.
Okay, first down and 10 on the 46. Brock, much better numbers in the second half. Better blocking, too. Stands pat and has it almost intercepted. Number 21 made a jump for it. Eric Wright. It went through his hands. That's what's happened to San Francisco all year. They haven't held on to a lot of those interception balls.
They've got to intercept. They've got to hang on to those. Joe's up. He looks okay, Tom.
Kavanaugh, I don't think the coach would back off from putting young Matt Kavanaugh in, though. He's a good backup player, ready to play when he is used.
And he's been successful as a starter.
Beat Philadelphia a year ago, going all the way when the busted ribs came up for Joe Montana. Right now we're looking at Dieter Brock, down from Canada. Second down and 10. A lot of time. Brock overthrows, and this one is intercepted. Wyatt Hicks has it. Ellard can't
got a wall. He's got a wall.
Hicks is going to be into Los Angeles territory, still on his feet, and finally tackled by the shoestrings at the 43-yard line. A badly thrown pass.
It just took off on him. Now watch Dwight Hicks at the top of your screen. You're going to see him. He's just pedaling off. He's coming in. Now he gives a little stick move, and he doesn't take it. See, it is a bad throw. Just right to him. That's his second interception of the year. Now he's a running back. And this guy has been a punt returner, so he can run with the football.
He played with the Eagles for a while, didn't he?
He was with us all through training camp. Brock is a little whizzed.
Yeah, he didn't load it up and throw what he wanted, but you're standing back in there with 4 big silos coming around. You got to try to get it off. Kavanaugh is the quarterback, as we assumed. First and 10 after the interception by Hicks. Wendell Tyler bounces outside and storms to the 29.
Did you see him bounce that outside? Oh, I coached him. I taught him how to do that. Remember that, Tom.
Nobody does it better than Wendell Tyler. I remember Super Bowl 14 against the Steelers when he was a Ram. They knocked him out 3 times, the Steelers did, and he kept coming back in.
Oh, he's tough. He is very tough.
Joe Montana standing next to the coach, but not in the game. Matt Kavanaugh is in the game. What do you think about this young quarterback?
I like Matt Kavanaugh. He hasn't played much this year, but he's had a good career, especially here in Philadelphia. In San Francisco.
Inside run by Craig. Power running inside the 25. 49ers are going to take advantage. Closing seconds of the third period. That's the end of the third quarter. The score, 28-7, San Francisco over the Rams. Now we now pause for word from your local station.
This is CBS.
L.A. Fast money. Fast cars. Fast living. The director of The French Connection is about to take you through the City of Angels in the fast lane. To live and die in L.A. Rated R.
Starts Friday at Mann's Chinese and the National.
The young lady for the tonsillectomy.
First time I was here, I was 10, and they took my tonsils out. Now I manage this hospital. And for communications, I rely on GTE. When we added this wing, our GTE account manager even helped us tie into nationwide medical data networks. And GTE service is untapped 24 hours a day.
She's gonna be fine.
Any messages?
Sure, on your terminal.
It takes a lot to satisfy us, but GTE does.
GTE, quality service from quality people.
Thinking of selling your home? Well, now may be the perfect time. Interest rates are at their lowest in years, and the Century 21 team has thousands of ready buyers. In fact, the Century 21 team sells more homes than any other. Want to sell your home? Call a Century 21 professional today and ask about a home market evaluation.
Put number 1 to work for you, Century 21.
Call now and let a Century 21 professional help sell your home.
Fighting the car wars this week at 6.
CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League is sponsored by Honda, who invite you to see the new Accord hatchbacks and four-door sedans at your local Honda dealer. Bud Light. Everything else is just a light. And by Radio Shack, the computer experts.
Starting this fourth quarter, the big question, can the Rams come up with 21 points, at least 21 points, and remain unbeaten? Right now, Cavanaugh has 49ers on the move. Tyler cuts back inside, gets the first down.
Did you see him do that? That again was designed to go up inside with the left guard, John Ayers, pulling up there, and he just slid that right along the outside.
A stat on the Rams defensive ball club that came in here extremely doing a good job all year. Season average 272 yards.
Yeah,
Today they've given up 408 in 3 quarters. That's good offense.
Great offense, and the defense has slipped, no question.
1st and 10 facing Matt Cavanaugh. On the 17. Inside handoff to Tyler. A quick trap off that left side.
Did you see what he did? Same type of play again, pulling the left guard around the center, and he broke it back behind the center. Great vision.
Keep in mind now, if San Francisco wins and goes 4 wins and 4 losses today, they play Philadelphia at Candlestick Park next week. Then they play in Denver. Then they play Kansas City and Seattle. Not a bad schedule for a team that's trying to recover.
I think they're getting the shot in the arm they need right now.
2nd down and 6. Cavanaugh in for Montana, who was shaken up and had the breath knocked out of him. Cavanaugh, touchdown drop. Ball in and out of John Frank's hands. He'll never come any closer than that.
Cavanaugh has to be upset now. John Frank, the right tight end, see him? He's going to get off underneath the linebacker. Did a nice job. See him working up off Eckern right there. Now he slides into the zone. I can't believe they're playing zone defense down there in that part of the territory. Must be trying to change him up. Drop pass. He caught 1 touchdown this year. This guy they call Satellite because he's such a character. He's very intense, loves to play football. They're still talking about him at Ohio State. I was there last week. They still talk about this guy. Loves to play.
6'3", 220 pounds, and a very bright football player who would like to have that one replayed.
He's a pre-med major, going to grad school in medicine right now.
Standings in the NFC. If San Francisco, as we said just a moment ago, if they win this football game and they lead by 21 points, they would go 4 wins and 4 losses. And the Rams, of course, would go 7-1. And the 49ers get to entertain the Rams later on in the year up at Candlestick Park.
Right.
New Orleans, of course, is losing to the Giants 14-6, so that would drop them out. But the wild card race is very open in really both divisions that we know in the NFC. Next Sunday, the NFL Today starts it off, then Chicago against Green Bay, and the Bears are rolling on. Tampa Bay against the Giants, and Washington, L.A. Detroit against Minnesota. Philadelphia goes against San Francisco.
Detroit had the big win today against Miami, and we're doing that game next week, Tom. Detroit, Minnesota.
Detroit's a surprising team. We keep burying them, and they keep bouncing back. And New Orleans plays the Los Angeles Rams. So check your local listings. Huh? Yep. They are now even at 4-4. You're looking at the sideline of a team that came in unbeaten, but they had a lot of critics all the way, so they didn't have any big head problem.
They had to justify to the reporters in Southern California for being 7-0. They had to justify why they're 7-0. I couldn't believe that. The important thing is not to be the best team. Just win in this league, Tom. That's the only thing that's really important.
It's some accomplishment to get 7 wins under your belt and have a 0 on the other. 3rd down and 6. Cavanaugh's the quarterback here in the 4th period. In and out of the hands of
Short
Dwight
arm
Clark.
Was that Dwight or Russ? Let's see.
Dwight Clark.
There's Dwight.
What do you mean by short arm?
It looked like he saw somebody coming from the inside out, and he didn't reach real good. Now, see, Clark, number 87, he's going out. He runs into the defender. Now he comes back underneath Tyler, clearing it out. Now watch him right here. Oh, he didn't short arm it. No, he didn't short arm. Maybe it's the scuba gloves on his hands. You know, they're used to working in the water.
Wonder what he's been working with. Aqualungs. Werging is coming out now. The field goal will be a 31-yard attempt.
He's 2 for 2 this year, Tom.
Hardy, the last one was blocked. This one is not blocked, but it's no good. Off to the left.
49ers are providing the motivation. Here's Coach Walsh. I can imagine how he feels right now. Sometimes on the sideline you can feel that change in momentum, and there's not much you can do about it. I wonder if the missed or the blocked field goal had anything to do with breaking this guy's concentration this time, Tom.
Good half. San Francisco 28-7.
They will come from all over. They will look. They will listen. But most of all, they will learn. And they will be amazed with what will be. The new Accord from Honda.
It's a Radio Shack Merry Christmas.
This year, I needed to give a real family pleaser.
Honey, please, help me with this budget.
How about a new game, Dad? Please.
And I found it. Radio Shack's Color Computer 2. On sale for just $88. It entertains, educates, manages. It's expandable and affordable. Now that really pleases me.
The Color Computer 2. Sale priced for Christmas. Only at Radio Shack.
The wonderful world of coaching in the big leagues. The missed field goal and the reaction by the coach.
I think Jerry Walsh better open a little bottle of Napa Valley Chardonnay for him when he gets home, huh?
First and 10 on the 20. Brock has been in there all the way for the Rams. Dickerson has it to the 28-yard line. Keep in mind now that the schedule facing these Rams, should they lose and go 7-1, they face New Orleans at home, then the New York Giants, and then the Atlanta Falcons, and then Green Bay at home. Final scores from today: Houston, Philadelphia, the 49ers next foe, winning. Indianapolis over Green Bay. The Jets winning their ball game. Looked like Bill Bain, the big left tackle, pulled early, and Dickerson is swarmed under at the 31.
That was Bill Bain, number 62. You know, he's so big, they don't give him a locker. He has a corral.
Illegal motion, offensive guard, 62, moved before the snap. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Look at those arms. Look at those arms.
Number 62.
Oh, look at that. He is a character, huh?
Yes, he is. He told us the other day that he's getting better looking every day.
Yeah.
But he's a great player, and he's a Pro Bowl player, but he's been playing hurt. New England, 32. Chicago, 27-9 over Minnesota. Oh, the Bears are tough. 31-21, Detroit. Good job. Good thing the new coach is done, huh? Harold Rogers. Second down and 7. Uh-oh. Quick draw, and Dickerson breaks out, and Ronnie Lott makes a tackle at the 38.
You know, that's a good way to tackle. Good way to tackle that guy right down there at those feet and lock him up.
Does Ronnie Lott moving to free safety allow him to get in on more tackles?
It should. It really should free him up to do what he really does best. You know, if I were a running back and knew he was there, I would count him as a linebacker, not as a safety, because you know he's going to be up when you cross the line of scrimmage with those linebackers knocking the heck out of you.
He's like Wes Hopkins of the Eagles. The running backs look for them constantly. First and 10, dashed by Dickerson. Dickerson with 50 yards rushing now. Rather academic when you're down 21 points. Brock going up for it and covered closely. Eric Wright makes the interception. The third one of the day.
Is that poetry in motion? Is that beautiful execution? Watch him in the middle of your screen. Bump and run coverage, man-to-man on Ron Brown, a world-class player. Now, when he looks, see him turn his head and go back for the ball, as that's the receiver's, the defender's key. When the receiver turns to look for the ball, you anticipate you turn to look for the ball.
First interception for Eric Wright of the year. The first one for the cornerback from Missouri.
You know what he told me the other day in the locker room? He says, I'm not concerned about Ellard catching passes. I'm more concerned about him, what he does with it after he catches it and missing the tackle.
That takes care of that, just to pick it off. First and 10 on the 35. 11:47 left in the contest, and Craig is off and running. Johnny Johnson hits Craig hard as they go helmet to helmet.
What great knee action this guy comes through the line of scrimmage with. You see those knees? He looks like he was running the college low hurdles at that time.
Out to the 42-yard line, and never seems to want any rest. Even when the team is ahead, he continues to pound or catch passes. 59 yards for Craig on 13 carries. 11:28 left in the fourth period. San Francisco 28, Rams 7. Montana looks like he's all right.
Give me a light. Bud Light. Oh, the chili.
If you just ask for a light beer, you never know what you'll get. Give me a light. Bud Light. So if you want the less filling light beer with the first name and taste, don't just ask for a light beer.
Give me a light. No, Bud Light.
Bud Light. Because everything else is just a light.
Mobil 1 synthetic motor oil. The technology behind it gives this driver engine protection he can depend on. And this driver. And this driver. And this driver. Mobil synthetic oil technology. There's no finer engine protection on Earth or anywhere else.
Collins, the linebacker, is all right, just shaken up. Number 50 came out under his own power. It's 2nd down and 2. Cavanaugh is the quarterback for San Francisco. This is Harmon for a first down for San Francisco. There's Collins, the big linebacker from Syracuse.
You know, it makes sense, Tom, to put Harmon in there because Wendell does have a history of fumbling the football, and if you're going to run the ball and try to control it, you might as well have a guy in there that probably has a less chance of fumbling. Now, maybe I shouldn't say that and hex the poor guy, but he doesn't have a history of turning the ball over.
He's got a good academic background, too. Went to Cornell. Maxie Bond's coaching there now. Cavanaugh is the quarterback. This is a 1st and 10 call. Toss. Back to Craig. He's still very active. Splits over the 50 to the 45. Running hard. Almost enough for another first down.
Really a great block by the halfback on the linebacker, Derek Harmon, number 24.
Joe Montana, we're told, has a strained sternum. That is sort of the breastplate, which is actually cartilage. So it sort of pulls.
87 offense, 10-yard penalty, still be first down.
So when Montana was flipped that time, it just sort of pulled the ribs and all away from the chest bone, your chest plate.
He'll be okay, knowing him.
Look at the numbers.
That's the 3rd holding penalty on 87. You know, at Notre Dame, they teach you to hold, huh?
Of course. That's the reason they win so many national titles, I guess. Tyler has a sprained left ankle, will not return for the 49ers. Boy, he had a good ball game, too.
Oh, I've got that 87 turned around. Excuse me, I've got that turned around, Tom. I'm not too sharp.
Sure you are. Dwight Clark is in the lineup now. Cavanaugh's the quarterback. Fake draw. The screen's going to be out to the right. Craig being chased and somehow gets away from the original tackler, but loses some yardage. Eckert stayed with it. Disappointment is. No preseason, a big game against Seattle on national television, but
and
pretty average year for Dickerson since then.
And a contract unsigned.
Well, he still has a contract. For the next season or so, he wanted to extend that, I believe. 2nd down and 14 facing San Francisco. They haven't been in long yardage much. There's Wendell Tyler. He's in a little bit of pain. He's got a sprained ankle.
Oh, he's got a sprained ankle, huh?
2nd down and 19. Cavanaugh, he's going long. Intended for number 85, Mike Wilson. Kavanaugh came in the last series a week ago against Kansas City for San Francisco.
Against Detroit.
Against Detroit, I'm sorry. And seemed to be doing a pretty good job, and actually getting work right now is not a bad deal for the entire team, is it?
No, he had, he'd only thrown 10 passes coming into this ball game. Last year at this time, he'd thrown 45 and completed 21. Gil had 4 touchdowns and no interceptions, and that's good quarterbacking.
Few teams are carrying 3 quarterbacks since the squad's cut down to 45. The Rams are, however. They've got Steve Dills and Jeff Kemp. Not necessarily in that order. 3rd down and 19. A running quarterback. Short of the 1st down, but into Los Angeles territory, tackled by Nolan Cromwell.
Is that a guts call by Coach Walsh when your other quarterback is on the bench, banged up and probably can't play, huh?
I wondered who would come in to take a few snaps. Wendell Tyler? No, he's got a bad ankle.
Not. Sacrifice your body, guys. That expression right there of those players, those expressions more or less tells the story, right?
Yeah, they were loose, they worked hard, and they're not going to be unbeaten any longer. Bruniger kicking, heading for the corner. Had a good year kicking it out of bounds, and he gets another one. Wow, the San Francisco team came in ready to play. It's 28-7, San Francisco.
When a road is slippery, braking your car can cause skidding or worse. Now, Tevis, an ITT company, has an anti-lock brake system to help keep your car under control. A built-in computer senses the road and brakes the wheels without locking. This ITT Tevis system is available on some American cars now, and none too soon.
Looking for a loan? Tried talking to a financial institution? Big, impersonal. Looks like you need a friend. At Beneficial, we're big.
Hi, I'm Fred.
But very personal. You'll talk to the boss when you talk to Beneficial, so there's no committee, no waiting. Everything could be wrapped up in 24 hours.
Congratulations.
Thanks, big guy.
Thank you.
Beneficial. Talk to the manager, and you're talking to the boss.
The beef goes on. McDonald's beef goes on. Your big beef, pure beef, hot and lean. Oh, the beef goes on. You're 100% pure beef machine. Oh, yeah, the beef goes on. From Big Mac to Quarter Pounder, lean and hot. Your big beef taste just won't stop. It's a good time for the great taste. For McDonald's, the beef goes on.
Tom Brookshire and Dick Vermeil. San Francisco beleaguered, came in 3-4. They are now ahead 28-7. That's the 3rd time now that the Rams have started their drives inside their own 10. That's a heck of a place to get it underway, isn't it?
Great punting by Max Bruniger. Is having his best year. He told me this the other day. Just take a look at those stats on the screen.
INT, 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 and that's what the 49ers had not done very well till now. Brock is in there. Outside, throws it through the arms of an on-rushing lineman to Henry Ellard, who steps out. 13-yard gain, and they'll move the sticks. But 21 points is a long way to come back and get against San Francisco. Here's that schedule I was talking about, the remaining schedule for the once unbeaten Rams. They play New Orleans here, then at the New York Giants, at Atlanta, and then Green Bay comes to town. It's going to be a bitter battle. We'll talk about the way the rest of this division plays it out in just a moment. It's 1st and 10. Eric Dickerson, who can break a play at any moment, through the 25. The Rams' remaining schedule then, they'll go down to New Orleans for some Cajun food, at San Francisco, which should be certainly a game of the week, taking on St. Louis at home, and then the Raiders finish it off, already sold out. In fact, sold beyond capacity. To see the Los Angeles Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. The clock is ticking, and you can see under 8 minutes now. Brock is still in there. Good play by Hunter. He makes a stabbing catch for another 1st down.
You see him catch that one hand? Great catch by Hunter.
Remember, as a high school basketball player back in Ohio, he had 42 points and like 40 rebounds one night.
Yeah.
Quite a guy.
Big Notre Dame guy. You can see why he was a #1 pick at Buffalo in 1983. real pleasant. You know, I asked him the difference between the Rams and Buffalo, and he said number one is attitude.
And weather.
Yeah,
First and 10 on the 32. Brock, 2 first downs in a row. This is out to Hill. Hill to the 39. Lugging Ricky Ellison along with him, and Hicks.
Big Mr. Bain.
Bill Bain, we told you he's been playing hurt. Sometimes you just can't force it when you really are hurt.
Ooh, that hurts. Look at him wincing a little bit there.
Pro football is all not big cigars and motor cars. It's very tough, and it's painful. The Giants leading New Orleans 21-6. Giants are going to be in for that wild card shot, too, aren't they? Maybe even the title. The Rams, of course, as we said, will go 7-1. San Francisco will be even at halfway. You know something? They're going to go to the whip, 4-4. And, of course, New Orleans will drop off to 3-5. Atlanta is a loser again. They're at 1-7. But the Rams and
second down, 3 yards.
San Francisco. Nobody's saying yet that 49ers couldn't even win the title with running off 8 or 9, huh? Bain rush, Brock sidearms it, gets it to Eller to the 40-yard line. What a pass.
Boy,
by Dieter Brock.
What an unbelievable throw that was, because Michael Carter was all over him. I don't know how he got rid of the football.
Do you like the way he does stay in the pocket?
Oh, he's tough. I really, I'm impressed with that. I really am. He just stays right in there. If there's pressure, he has a good feel for it and slides away from it. But that time, that was more than pressure. That was contact.
Ellard has 9 catches for 120 yards. And, of course, he had that lone Ram touchdown reception. Misdirection to Dickerson. Eric Dickerson gives it everything he's got. Not much yardage. It all starts with the NFL today. We got Chicago, the unbeaten Bears against Green Bay. A rematch, so to speak.
The big refrigerator on Cumbie.
Tampa Bay having its problems. Go against the New York Giants, and that's the team that might upset you if you don't be careful. And, of course, the Detroit against Minnesota. The Eagles 4-4 against these 49ers at Candlestick Park. And New Orleans against the Los Angeles Rams. Good Sunday, next Sunday, too. Redden is in the game and takes the pass, goes over his hands for incomplete. Fonhorst, the young linebacker, covering the back, coming out of the backfield. 5:26 on the clock, and the 49ers really came out, took the opening kickoff, and took it 80 yards, and Montana assumed his rightful place as the quarterback.
Yes, he did. Great job of offensive game planning by the offensive staff. And, of course, Bill Walsh really is the offensive coordinator.
Peter Brock is 27 of 39 for 279 yards. 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions. The rush is on. Sidearming again. Hunter has it and can't break the tackle, but gets inside the 30. Carlton Williamson holding on to the larger receiver here.
You know, he was the #1 solo tackler on the team last year. I mean, making the individual play, tackling a runner or receiver at 72 tackles, and you can see why. He gets those arms wrapped around, you know, real fundamental sound player.
Coach, the Rams now do not have to worry about being unbeaten anymore. The bubble's gone. Is that good in a way now? Can they start playing week-to-week football and get it back together under Robinson?
I'd rather be 8-0. I'd rather be 8-0.
But you can coach them after a loss like this. It's not the Temple of Doom, right?
No.
Brock, sidearms, it almost has it picked off by Ricky Ellison.
That would have been his first interception for the year. He doesn't have many interceptions in his career. 3. That would have been 4 right there. That was a gimme, Ricky. Take it away from your old college coach.
One of the few 49ers who would talk to us yesterday.
Oh, they were uptight, which is good. Look at that. He moved right in there nicely on David Hill. That is David Hill, number 81. Look at, he's a little upset. Ooh, I won't repeat what he's saying.
I like Ellison. He smiles while he's beating on you like a drum.
He's a good-looking guy. He has a degree in physical education and international relations. That's a good combination.
A little travel involved in that one. 2nd down and 10 on the 30. Peter Brock. Boy, he's been busy, and he does hang in there. On the run, he finds Duckworth at the 16. separated from the hat.
This guy's really a fun. You know, he didn't practice this week. He had a hip pointer coming into this ball game. You can see him right there on 22, Dwight Hicks, just playing off loose. See Dwight just pedaling out there, playing loose, giving him room, giving him cushion, playing zone, calling for help inside. Now watch the hit. Here they come. Wham! Oh, that's Carlton Williamson again, number 27.
The secondary becomes scavengers at a time like this. You have to throw every play.
He didn't practice this week. You know, he had a hip pointer all week.
Tough young man.
Bobby Duckworth.
There's young Kemp talking to Coach Robinson. Don't forget tonight on CBS, everybody's favorite 60 Minutes, Murder, She Wrote. Crazy Like a Fox. Jack Warden tonight should be a coach. Trapper John, M.D. Tonight on CBS. Somebody has to go down the tubes, and boy, when you're an unbeaten ball club, now I was never on one of those, so I don't know if there's disappointment or despair, but you know, they rolled along and every game was tough for them. They were struggling.
Last
but they
week
were playing
great defense.
Yeah.
They hadn't met an offense like this. You know, of course, this is not the 49er offense that's been playing all year either. You know, they only played like this against the Raiders.
But they've been careful turning over it, and as you can see, the 3 interceptions for the far right column are rather important here.
49ers had been turning it over coming into this ball game. The Rams were not turning it over.
That adds up, doesn't it? Coach Robinson knows.
Adds up to get you beat.
Halfway. 7-1. Not a bad way for the Rams to be. They're driving now, trying to get more. 4:18 left. 1st and 10. Look at him. Brock finally stripped to the ball. He stayed in the pocket till it collapsed around him. Was the arm coming forward? Stuckey might have been the first one there.
Did you see how long he just sat there? You know, it's hard to get a quarterback to do that. Watch number 79 coming from the right side. See him come around from the back. He's going to reach around there, knock the ball out by just hitting him from behind. Now a Ram player is going to pick it up and become a ball carrier.
Slater recovered.
Jackie Slater, number 78.
There's Stuckey. Just picked back up off waivers and has been rather brilliant in a couple of spots for the 49ers. Their whole team has played like a team. 2nd down and 14. The clock's in your living room. Over 3.5 minutes. Brock. Out in the flat. This is Hunter. One-on-one inside the 20. Ferrari making a good tackle, number 54.
Was that 54 or 74? My gosh, it's 74 out there. Fred Dean, isn't it? Yeah, 74.
Well, that's some recovery for a defensive lineman.
Yeah, I tell you, he has been a factor in the ball game.
3rd down and 13 to go. The Rams now need points, a lot. They need 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points. It's not impossible, but it's unlikely. 3rd down and 13 on the 19. Brock, he's got some time. And Duckworth and he do not connect. The receiver goes right and the ball goes left. It has been that kind of a day.
There's old Jack Youngblood. He didn't like that call.
Former Ram for
many, many years.
Over 13 years, All-Pro.
Yeah.
I saw him play a playoff game with a broken leg against Dallas one day and played well, which darndest thing I ever saw. They retire and move on and do an awfully good job. You know, they earn their way and they work at it.
He's working for ESPN right now.
Yep, doing a darn good job. 4th down and 13 on the 19. 4th and 13. Got to go for it. Brock outside and missing number 89 on the outside, Ronnie Brown. They're saying, don't worry about it, Dieter Brock. We'll have another day.
You know, I've been impressed with Dieter Brock. Now, granted, he's not, you know, quarterbacking a winning game so far today, but I think he's done a lot of real good things, and it's the first time he's been forced to bring a team from behind and try to win the ball game throwing it. And he hasn't embarrassed himself.
30 of 45 for 300 yards.
That's not too bad day's work.
It's a great day's work.
I'll give you a stat, though. You know that half the teams who throw for over 300 yards lose.
Well, that
scares you a little bit, yeah.
And they've always had a controversy here in L.A. on quarterbacks. Waterfield and the Dutchman, my old teammate Van Brocklin, and then it was Gabriel and Billy Munson, remember, and James Harris and Pat Hayden, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. First down and 10. 2:32 left. Cavanaugh will just keep it. Bill Ring is in the game. The 49ers look forward to this. Next week's going to be tough because the Eagles of Philadelphia, a team that has now come on and won 3 straight, comes in. Then they go to Denver, where the defense is as good as anywhere in football.
Philadelphia's defense is as good as anybody's in football right now, and John Robinson told us that.
John Robinson thought they were the best.
Yeah.
At New Orleans and Dallas, the next 4. The 2-minute warning. Walsh looks on, leading 28-7.
Honda Prelude SI. We haven't put all the fun at your fingertips. There's a little something for your right foot.
This Halloween, don't just ask for a light beer.
Bartender, please, give me a light. No, Bud Light.
Bud Light. Because everything else is just a light.
Now, how about if I tweet?
Make this Halloween a Bud Light Fright Night. Look for this display with free poster and special mug offer at participating retailers.
Me, I'm an accountant.
This fall, millions of people will change their antifreeze, but not their radiator hoses. It's an easy mistake to make because hoses can look good outside even when they're wearing out inside. So put in Quality Gates hoses the next time you change antifreeze. Because if your hoses go, your car won't.
Professional football is certainly a business, but I'll guarantee you, it's not all money. There's a lot of pride and egos at stake, and nobody likes to lose. Whether you're an offensive lineman making $40,000 a year or Eric Dickerson.
You know, what is it George Allen said? Losing is worse than dying because you have to get up in the morning?
Did George say that?
Yeah, he did.
Second down and 9 on the 20. Reverse rollout by Cavanaugh. Good looking throw and knocked away. Defensive play by Johnny Johnson. The 49ers came out and took the opening kickoff and really took the first quarter and just shoved the ball right through that tough Rams defense. I think everybody was shocked, including us, Dick.
They did a super job of just doing what they've been doing real well. Dink, nickel and dime. This one, this one, this one, you know.
And as the coach told us, Coach Robinson yesterday, he says, look, you put personnel on a board, and the 49ers are either 1, 2, or 3. They're going to be 4 and 4. Cavanaugh scrambling and in the grass glove back at the 12-yard line. Mel Owens grabbing on. Jackie Slater looking at the clock now. Don't forget, 60 minutes, except on the West Coast. 60 minutes comes up following this ball game.
They'll probably come after this one, Tom, and try to block it. What the heck, if you rough him, you rough him. Don't worry about it. Just come after it and see if you can't block it. He's kicking in the end zone.
And the next matchup between these two teams will be at Candlestick Park.
Max has had a great day.
He's got a good season. He's kicking actually much better than he did a year ago. He's kicking this one for 3. This is just an average kick. Ellard at the 49. Ooh. At the 44. Mr. Ferrari. A 37-yard punt, a 6-yard return. The New York Giants, 21, New Orleans 13, a final score. So the Giants continue to hang right in there. They go to 5 and 3 behind Dallas, 6 and 2.
The division is tightening up. See the Eagles moving up from the bottom. You know, they were no wins for a while. Now they're right in there.
The Rams have already beaten 3 teams from the AFC West. Less than a minute coming up. Michael Young making a catch. Dieter Brock quickly moving them up now. That's where teams ought to almost just meet in the middle of the field and shake hands like a hockey team. It is over. To the 25. Michael Young again.
I'm still impressed with this guy.
With Dieter Brock?
Yeah. You know, this is the 4th time I've seen him this year. He throws the ball well.
It's a sophisticated defense that he's going against today. He'll remember it and learn from it.
And it may be the best that they've played this year, other than the Raider game, you know. He got a true indication of what a world championship defense looks like.
Coach Robinson knows if you turn it over, you just can't play in this league. And the Rams were so careful and so frugal, really, for 7 games. Today they have 3 interceptions. A lot of trouble trying to block that defense, and Brock had trouble reading that defense.
There was no turnover in the opening kickoff, though. The 49ers just took it.
Of course, Montana was absolutely spectacular. Sidearm to Michael Young. Out of bounds, the young man from UCLA. He's working his way onto this receiving corps, isn't he?
He's been doing a good job for him. John Robinson's very high on the guy. He doesn't look the part of a wide receiver. You know, when you sit in there and talk with him, he's such a, you know, I don't know what a wide receiver should look like, but this guy, you know, doesn't look like the wide receiver. He wasn't one of the trainers, thought he was just some kid off the street.
3rd down and 2. Brock gets it to Hunter. Hunter inside the 5 to the 3. A tee being called for by the coach. Story that was told to me was that Robinson tried to get Hunter to go to USC, and he ended up going to Notre Dame. So as soon as he got the professional coaching job, he went after the man that had deserted his school to become his pro tight end. And the coach, Bill Walsh, has now turned it around enough to get even, level as they say.
Yeah.
4-4 at midterm. How's he going to coach it the rest of it? What do you do now? Settle down and let the guys...
Well, you've got to be careful, because remember they beat the Raiders and everyone said, hey, the 49ers are back and this is the way, and you know, all of a sudden they lose a couple more. I'll tell you this, Bill Walsh needed this win for himself personally as much as any one of those players, you know, because he put so much into the game mentally and emotionally, and he cares so much about it and takes so much pride. Heck, one reporter I read flunked him after one ball game, gave him an F. Can you believe that?
What do you mean, that? Like a report card?
Yeah, gave him an F. That's like giving Einstein a D in geometry, you know.
That's quite a parable there. Yeah. You can see the score. 12 seconds left. The Rams are going to get the notch, so to speak, and put it on the gun anyway. It's 28-7. But the Rams are down inside the 5, 1st and goal from the 3. Dieter Brock. Hunter has it out of the end zone, but it's called a touchdown.
Was that in?
Tony Hunter says it's in, and the official at the back line called it in. Dieter Brock gets his 2nd touchdown pass.
Play action, rolling right, delay, pattern crossing. See, he's going to roll out. Now he's going to roll out to his right, slide angle. Now watch him throw back. Let's see if this thing's in there. Here it comes. Follow the ball. He's up in the air. It's out of bounds. That wasn't a touchdown. Just shows you how human the officials are.
Well, even though it
was, 1 foot is on the white line. Oh, it was, because they called it one.
That's what I mean. He's got his 1st touchdown catch of the year.
Yeah, put it wide. That was a real nice shot of that.
Mike Lansford now trying for the tack-on extra point. The game's not quite as close as this score.
Well, the 40.
28-14. Sellout crowd is moving out now. We'd like to thank executive producer CBS Football Terry O'Neill and senior producer Charles H. Milton III, Old Red Eye, and our producer Johnny Faratzis. directed by Robert Fishman, and the pictures are absolutely sensational, you guys. Mitch Goldstein, our associate producer. Brooks Graham, our 6 handicap golfer that takes care of all of our technical things that we need here, and we really do work hard, and we hope you enjoyed this game. And of course, up here I've got Bill Friel, my spotter, and a young fellow named Craig Gleaver, who gives us all our stats, and Dick and I really sort of enjoy doing it. All the camera people and the tape people. Lansford will still have to kick the ball off with 6 seconds left. And if you're a player right now, the thing you hope the most is that you do not get, you know, really put out.
Yeah, don't get hurt on the last play of the game.
You look like a bunch of bullfighters. It's a Veronica time. Yeah. Dieter Brock was 35 of 50 for 344 yards, 35 completions.
That's a good day's work.
That broke the old record by Vince Ferracamo for completed passes. Well done. At the 48, the onside kick is recovered by the 49ers. Kavanaugh now just trying to get a snap off and started, drop down, and everybody just maintain. It's not lock and load time. It's get the bags all packed and go back to the Bay Area, even after 8 games, 4-4. That will probably do it, this ball game. For Dick Vermeil, this is Tom Brookshire saying so long from Anaheim Stadium in Anaheim, California. The final score, San Francisco 28, Rams 14. Be sure to stay with us for the NFL Today wrap-up show with Brent Musburger following this telecast. You've been watching CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League.